Bring this on. I'm gonna press the button soon. Where is it?
Yeah, you did.
Ready, set,
Let's go. Let's go.
This is our Friday night, you know?
And we're live.
I love it. This is so fun.
Hi, everyone. I am Nick.
And I'm Maria.
And today's special guest is
The Brick Huntress.
the Brick Huntress.
Amazing.
Kate the Brick Huntress. Harold is on his way. We'll see if
He's coming
pop
from
in or
a
not.
work mission, I want to call it.
But today we have the Brick Huntress. Huntress. That sounds so Jurassic Parkish.
I was gonna say primal, but that said, we met each other at.
I didn't do my intro yet.
Sorry.
Welcome to Full of Brick Season 4, Episode 26. And today is Friday, July 7th, 2023.
Happy July 7th. I mean, happy July 4th. Happy, Independence Day. We had Canada Day on the 1st, which was last weekend, right?
I just want to say hi to a few people in the chat first. So we have Sean from a couple of Brickheads.
What?
And, this is actually our first channel member.
What do you mean?
I activate the channel thing. So, thank you, Mr. Blue, Nate.
I'm only learning this thing as we
Nate
go along.
is a channel member.
I am as astounded as you are.
I didn't even mention it to Maria. Maria and Harold don't know. Hello to Paul.
Hi. Yes.
TGIF.
Happy Friday is what my kids would say.
Paul F. And Big Nate. And from Twitch, we have more.
Every time I hear your name, what's that song? Like there's
Isn't it like, what was that group?
Yes, no, I know what you're talking about, and now that's gonna bother me.
Not even a group in my head. It's like
it's Mia Moore.
You're the only one that I.
Yes, that's it. Yes.
That's every time I like how your name is.
There's a boy band.
I wasn't into boy bands
from like the 90s.
Yep, not into boy bands.
I can't remember.
I'm into that Mia Moore.
Kate
what
knows.
is that?
They were on like Beverly Hills 90210. This boy band.
I'm still trying to sing song in my head.
It's before NSYNC. It's before.
NKOTB.
No, it wasn't NKOTB. Say hi to Rapture and Tito Fred from Twitch.
Hey, Lecha fam. I want some now. It is. I keep forgetting. I don't know why that this starts at 10 p.m. our time.
Yes.
And so I come to work a little bit early, and I'm like, "Oh, are we going to start like in an hour?" And he's like, "No." And
like
so,
how long have we been doing it?
I don't know. I feel
PM?
Because my shift had always been 1 to 9, and then I get like the 1 hour to like sort of settle. But do I really ever settle? I'm like a little bit of a whirlwind, And next, like I'm going to shut my eyes and reopen them at 9:30, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to do the billion things.
I'm here.
I'm going to swirl like a dervish.
But I guess we'll swing into our first.
That's so cute.
That's getting to know you.
I mean,
so who is the Brick Huntress?
I know.
So actually, Kate, the first time you didn't know me yet, but the first time. Color Me Bad. Yes. Sean knows.
Thank you very much, Sean.
See, Sean knows. Color Me Bad. That's the thing I was thinking about.
Okay.
Wait, Sean watched Beverly
But then I
want
to hear like the song in my head. I adore, right? Me, like it's a slow one.
But did they sing?
We don't sing.
Did they sing that song? More? They didn't, right?
No, there's like another song. We're terrible. This is what happened.
But Kate, the first time I saw you, you were actually on Iceberg Bricks's. He was having a live stream, and it was like some sort of build challenge.
I have the build actually.
What's it called?
Cool.
Versus or something?
Yeah, Versus.
She has a build still.
So what was that? Tell us about that.
So it's with so Mel is one of my first Lego friends. So it's fun, like a fun story there. Like I met him at my first ever convention. I didn't know anyone.
Which convention was that?
Bricks Cascade.
Bricks Cascade.
Like 4 years ago. It was like right after it was right before the pandemic. So like the 2 weeks before the pandemic hit. So,
oh, wow. Okay.
And I went, I didn't know anyone, and Paul Hetherington is like right next to me. Right. And I'm like,
he was behind
like, have no idea who he is.
Okay.
Right. Like no idea who he is. And he is my first Lego friend. So that's like such a fun story. Paul. And like, he's talking to me and I'm talking to him with his girlfriend, Melissa, who's still his girlfriend. And, he's just like, and my friend Dakota, who has the Dakota's Brick Shop, I just posted that video right yesterday. He comes up to me and he's like, you know who that is, right? And I was like, no, Dakota, you're the only one I know here. Like, what do you do? Like, what do you mean? And then he's like, that's Paul Hetherington. And I was like, who's a Paul Hetherington? Right? I'm like, I don't know who that is, you know? And he's like a legit Lego artist. This is so cool for you. And I was like, yeah, it is. Like, this is awesome.
Paul Hetherington, he's the one who made the Scooby-Doo and
the Prince
Batman
one and the Batman.
Cool.
And super,
he's really good.
Pop artist, right? Like he's pop art. And hello everybody in the chat. They were all in this other stream before, and now they're coming in here. Yeah, all the Building with Buds crew. Hey.
Hi.
And then so then it was like right after Lego Masters, the first season, right? So they're all there, and I hadn't watched it yet. So I was like, I don't know who any of these people are. Like, who are you? Right? Like, and I meet Mel at one of the booths, and like I didn't know who he was, right? And it was like such a cool moment because he's like, you're one of my best friends because you didn't know who I was, right? Like you were friends because we're friends, not because of who I was.
He's on TV.
I was on a TV show or whatever. Right. So like, that's really cool about our friendship.
Very nice.
So then he's like, you got to come on our Versus show. And I was like, okay. You know? And it's a 90-minute show. They still do it. It's once a month. It's with Jesse's Brick Galaxy and Troy from Agents of Troy. Troy did so Jesse was part of the X-Men collab.
X-Men. Yep.
And then Troy did the Ghost Rider mosaic and the, oh my gosh.
Asgard?
Yes, thank you. The Asgardian display, which is beautiful. Yes. And then the X-Men buildable figures, like he did those too. And so you get 90 minutes. They pick a theme like that week. So you really can't plan that much ahead of time what you're going to build. Mm-hmm. And you get 90 minutes only, right? You can't prep for it. You can't plan ahead, really. You just go in and then you build something in 90 minutes in the theme.
Oh my God.
So okay. What was the first thing?
Hard.
Do you remember?
It's so hard.
I can't even.
I was on the Halloween one. So I did a Halloween one. I actually
so you're doing a mosaic of it or not a mosaic?
Yeah, I did a mosaic.
Okay.
I've been on it before where I didn't do a mosaic. I did this little like dance party scene where like
nice.
Jesse was like a DJ. It was pretty funny. And that one had Moto on it, and it was just I think it was like music. Music was the theme of that one. So I was like, well, I know Jesse was a DJ in college, so I'm just gonna like make a little scene of him being a DJ.
That's funny.
So that was my non-mosaic one, but I actually still have it because it's one of my first kind of builds.
Oh wow, you still have it.
Yeah. And so this is what I built for that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, amazing.
I'm trying to find the person on the
so
right.
You do this versus this. That looks like the Jason mask.
Yeah.
And then this is
Jason and Freddy.
Freddy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Jason
cool.
versus
Okay.
Freddy.
Wait, so did you win the first one?
I won this one, yeah.
Wait, how does it work?
Like,
so
there's no competition really, but like kind of, yeah. Okay. And it's more just fun. But like that one's still on his channel. It's really funny though, because I went last after everybody went.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then
you have 90 minutes, but that includes the conceptualizing in your head. Like
it's like Lego Masters. They have to
like 90 minutes, and then you have to get your resources, your material, and then actually lay it down.
Yeah, I had an idea of like what I kind of wanted to do. So like, because we knew the theme during the week. So I was like, okay, because I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday.
Yes,
so I was
same.
Like, okay, I want to do something like I want to do something versus something. Like I knew because of the name, right?
Versus, yeah.
So I was like, okay, it has to be someone versus something. And like that movie had just kind of come out, like when they had, you know,
yes,
it was around that time, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna do that.
Right, exactly.
So hold on.
So do you remember what everyone else did?
Let's see. Mel did. Troy did the Ghost of Christmas. Which one is it? The Ghost of Christmas Past, where he's like pointing.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
It's like future. I can't remember which one, but it's like the hooded cloak one.
Yes, that one's the future. That was the future.
The future. So he did that. That one
was it a mosaic or was it just
no? It was a brick built sculpture.
Oh, okay.
Figure.
Those are cool.
Yeah,
those are cool.
That was cool. I don't remember what Mel's was, but Jesse, and I don't remember Jesse's, but Mel's partner on Lego Masters was on there with us. I was
cool.
Jermaine.
Yeah.
He did like a coffin, so he like built a coffin, and it like opened, and it had this little skeleton.
That's
like,
wild!
It was cool.
So creative.
Yeah, it was very cool.
No, that's amazing. So my question, I guess, is: were you a mosaic artist, and then Lego got in the way, or you discovered Lego, and that sort of like gave birth to the Lego mosaic artist? Right?
Like I think you were an artist before, right?
Really?
Yeah.
But like,
okay.
But were you like into I don't know
a different medium?
A different medium, like using glass to make mosaic. You know how like the
I never did mosaics before.
Oh, and yet suddenly it's like.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was an art history major in college.
Okay.
And,
nice.
So I've been fine art minor. So I use paint and charcoal and pastel and all kinds of stuff. I really like charcoal and pastel and paint and mix them together into one painting. Like I like mixing media together.
For sure. Yeah, beautiful.
Is that part of your profession now? Is art part of your profession? Oh, you teach, right? You teach.
I'm a counselor, so I'm a mental health counselor for middle school through high school age.
Oh, nice.
You do have that soothingness about you, I want to say. A very relaxed.
Yeah, like a relaxing voice.
As we're very like poppy, she just like kind of tones us down again. I just want to hear her voice in my ear. No.
Before we continue, I just wanted to highlight that we have another member.
Member.
Our second member, and it is I had it in here. Art Claxton.
Art
Claxton.
Thank you, Art Claxton. Thank you.
I activated.
Awesome.
Very good.
But you also you coach volleyball too, is that right?
Yes, I played collegiate volleyball in college, and played a little international ball for a whole summer once too.
International, for USA.
It was for like our college league put together, kind of like a all league style team, and then we traveled together to Barbados, and then we played their national team, which. We got our butts kicked, but it was fine. It was awesome all at the same time. Right? Yes. And then we played like Australia and England and France and some other countries that were there too. And then they had some sports too. It was very cool. It was a very
But you never went professional.
I didn't go to Europe after college. No, I stayed. I stayed in the States. Yeah.
When I met you at the Brick World Chicago and I saw the scale of your works, do you know how you're gonna begin? Like we have like the Beatles, we have Elvis from the Lego builds, and there's a certain size, but yours is a bit on the mammoth scale.
It's like 10 Beatles.
Is it in the sense that I get it? Maybe that in terms of showing the image, it's bigger, better, right? Then you have more of a spread, a perspective versus
more things
smaller.
To play around with too.
You have more details, right?
Yeah, I can add more details.
But your dinosaur with the lights was just, I don't know, that was like even next level as you get, and you only get better, right? The more you play around with things. Like it's always just fluency.
Was it right away that you were using the untraditional pieces for mosaic? That was right away you were doing that?
Yeah. My first girl is like right at the top of our stairs.
Okay.
I got all the pieces from Dakota's Brick Shop, like the bulk bends there.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what Bricklink was. I started my Instagram page like at Bricks Cascade that year. Like I just like, I was like, ding, you know, like didn't even know any of this existed.
Yeah.
And he was like,
what brought you to Bricks Cascade then? If you were
Dakota
like,
did. So like,
she just like, come along.
Yeah, I went to the what is it? The Nathan Sawaya's Art of the Brick.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay.
I've seen his stuff in Philadelphia.
What's happening in here?
Yeah.
Right? Like I was like, what?
Yes.
And like we took my son just because we had just gotten back into Lego with him.
Yep.
And he was about 5 at the time. Yeah, 5 at the time. And we walk in and I was just like, had this
mind-blowing,
euphoric, like heavenly moment, right? Where you're just like, what the hell is happening right now? And like, even like Will looked up at me and he's like, are you all right, Mom? And I was like, yeah, I'm absolutely fine.
Blown away.
Yes. And this is it. Like, I mean, we used to go to Philly Brick Fest and seeing a lot of, AFOL builds and of course, Brickworld Chicago. And you get so inspired, but I have to say like Nathan Siao's art, it's like next level. Like I haven't really, like you see a lot of people build more on the traditional scale, like this is another house or this is another battlefield or, I mean, your mosaics are again, their own uniqueness. But
AFOLs are starting to catch up now to that style.
But Nathan himself, like he was around 20 years ago.
Yeah.
At this point, there was a book written about him before I think Lego Store started to franchise, right? And nobody really knew him. But that's how I really got into Instagram. Initially, like when it first happened around, I was like really following brick artists, and one was what's his name, Power Pig, I remember.
Yes,
and he now builds for Lego, and he's a Canadian.
He did the sketch,
but like I'm always so amazed by the use of like different elements to create an art. And I can't remember. I'm always so poor at names, but there's another artist out there, and similar to yours, he uses different elements, so everything's like standing up.
Yeah.
Right. Everything's standing up. And then when you actually see that, it's like a fuzzy version of an image. And then you squint and you actually see it. But like it's a guitar or a sneaker and it's large scale.
And it's Brick Up Artist.
Yes, I think so too.
It's something like that. It's
when you lay down his frame, it's almost like a city. Like a what's that word? Gribbling, you know what I mean? Like
gribbling?
Yeah, like you're kind of making a mesh of everything. And nothing, but then you set up the image and you're like, how did people envision this in the first place? Like, so it's very inspiring, and it's just it's like the time though that you must, at least
so Kate, when you're making a mosaic, do you start off with the pieces and you're like, oh, I already foresee what I'm gonna do with these types of pieces? Or do you start off with like the vision of what you're gonna do and then try to find pieces that will kind of match that?
I've done both. So like sometimes I'll come across some pieces and I'm like, oh my gosh, right? Like, this is happening. I'm using these. Like this is happening, right?
The flag.
Yes. I don't know how I'm gonna use it. But I'm gonna use them. And then I'll go and find like something that inspires me where I'm like, I could use that in there. Or like I'll think about a piece for like the dishes, for example, and they're very spacey to me. So I'm like, okay, I want to do a Star Wars build. How am I going to do a Star Wars? Which Star Wars build do I want to do? What character do I want to do? I tend to lean more towards like a graphic design style, or pop art comic book style piece, or pop, culture stuff. Really grabs me. Nostalgia really grabs me too. So dinosaurs,
cool.
Nice.
I was a tomboy growing up, so I played with dinosaurs and Transformers instead of Barbie. So.
Nice.
I guess
Grimlock.
I guess maybe the question then is, how did you come up with the name Brick Huntress? Like you could have been Brick Mosaic Artist or something, like I don't know, but Brick is it from dinosaurs? I guess.
Dinosaur.
No, my last name is Hunter. So,
okay. You're the
That works.
I was
That
like,
works.
well, because even in high school, like my friends would, make little parodies off of my name for sports, right? And it was always kind of the Huntress, or like
The
I
Huntress.
said something like that at one point.
Yes,
And I was like,
yes.
Brick,
No one
and
else
I was
has
trying to
it.
do Brick,
Yeah.
and whatever. And then my daughter's name now is Hunter as well.
cool.
So it's
Wait, is she Hunter then?
No. She's
Oh,
Hunter.
your maiden name.
That's
is
my
Hunter.
maiden name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
That's cool. We're always trying to get to the deep secrets.
Do you
in the show.
do you keep all your mosaics? Do you keep all your mosaics built, or have you taken some of them apart?
I've only taken. Let me think.
I feel like mosaics are pretty hard to take apart, right? Like you flick them.
I don't know, for like the pieces. I didn't know.
It's actually kind of fun and like satisfying. You're just like ding, 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 ding.
yeah.
Or like you take the edge, right? If you're using
Yes.
tiles, and you're just like
Yeah.
all the way down.
Yeah.
I took apart my Lord of the Rings tree crest. That one I took
Oh.
apart. Most of those pieces went directly into the Darth Vader.
Okay.
And then, which other one did I take apart? Oh, I started I tore apart the bottom panel of Stranger Things, and all of those pieces are now in Darth Vader. So it's kind of nice.
But all these
'cause, like,
mosaics, they're on your Instagram still. Like they're
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 saved.
saved.
think
They're
so.
they're saved.
They are,
in
they're
Your
so
archives.
saved.
in the archives.
Yeah,
So
okay.
you have a lot of them then. Are some of them displayed throughout your house, or do you just stack
Yeah.
them and
Most of them are stacked. If I'm gonna be honest. But my original girl is at the top of the stairs. She's 100% recycled Lego. There's no new Lego in her. I sat at the bulk bin at like a Bricks and Mini.
Oh my gosh.
for
I was gonna
example.
say, how do you collect all these pieces?
It was 4 months. I sat at that table for 4 months and got all of the pieces that I needed and all the colors. And I came back like once a week, to get new stuff.
Gosh. Yes.
And so she's all recycled Lego, 100% recycled Lego from his store. So it's super special, right? It's my first one. And I do want to actually redo her, because the glue I used originally is not the one you should use. So
wait, the glue?
So
like only on the base plates to back it.
Gotcha.
Put the back on.
Gotcha.
And so it like warped the studs on the base plate. So if I tilted her just a little bit forward, all of the pieces would fall off. I guarantee it.
Oh my gosh.
So I think I'm gonna redo her. I kind of was like,
Todd's wondering. Todd's wondering if you still have the large one with P51 planes. What is that?
Planes.
You know?
Oh yeah, Wham. Yeah. So Wham was my second one, right after the girl. So I did the explosion. So it's pop art. So it's all it was Roy Lichtenstein, and it's actually this one. So.
Oh wow!
That's so cool.
Wait, that's Lego?
No, that's the book.
No, this is the book.
Oh, that's the book. I thought you were holding up.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
So this is the second mosaic I ever built. And then a year and a half later, and I brought this and the girl to Bricks Cascade. And then I won best mosaic for this one right here.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then I did this one after the pandemic, and then brought them back together.
Wow.
And then this is it's about 8 feet wide altogether.
Yes.
So,
but this is it, right? Like the larger the scale, the more pronounced your details would be.
Yeah.
Otherwise, a smaller one will just be a fuzz kind of everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You can do, right?
Yeah. Sometimes. I'm always like trying to do smaller scale, because I think it's a good challenge, right?
Yeah,
to
for
do
sure.
A smaller
You're only
scale, and then
do you only use 3 little?
I'm showing you what it really is, but like right here,
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's amazing.
So if you have a photo, is there a do you use like a program first to get like what the idea is, and then you start filling it in with different things?
Yeah, very cool. I see it.
Yeah,
amazing.
Like it looks so accurate. Yeah, it's right there.
She's my favorite of all my mosaics.
Yeah.
I use NoMoreBricks and that's just for Mac. I like to use it to design the scale, so I use it for proportion.
So you
purposes.
upload the photo first, and then it kind of figures it out.
And you can set the stud count too.
Right.
So you set the stud count. It's not really great at super detail, so I almost have to digitally like draw it like with my mouse too. So I'll go in and super clean it up and do the colors that I want and all the things. So it's not just like uploading a picture and then it's there, right?
Yeah.
You have to really, you almost have to draw it yourself afterwards.
Right. But it gives you like the base sort of.
And then instead of using studs, you just use whatever color and shape of whatever piece that you decide to do.
Because on Bricklink Studio, they have a mosaic maker now, and it really it sets it to studs or round tiles mostly, or plates, like 1x1s.
Okay.
So it will just set it that way, and then that's how my mind works. Like my mind will just be like, oh, I want to use trans, cheese slips there, and I want to use discs there, and I want to use the cloud pieces, or I want to make actual, I want to do actual palm trees instead of just green right there. That kind of thing.
Cool. What's the maximum dimension that you can ask
on the program?
The program to create?
Oh, I think as big as you want.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Unlimited.
That's crazy.
Photo bricks, there's a limit. So you would have to do it in sections. But for Bricklink Mosaic Maker, I think it's
you could get on the Guinness World Record of like largest
what is the record?
Lego mosaic ever. Maybe you might have.
Is there a record?
Or
that's
the other artist.
Yeah, there's a big one at Brick World, right?
What was that? Yeah, that's
What was it?
I can't remember the name. It was something, a walk in the park. I can't remember the name. Oh my God, it's going to kill me again.
The luncheon. Yeah.
Yes.
The luncheon.
That one is actually at the Chicago Art Institute. It's the home base is right there. So it's a perfect, pairing that the mosaic was.
So at Brick World, do you get together with the other mosaic artists and like just chat about technique and everything? And
yeah, we did a little bit. It was really cool. I hadn't met Dana Troubles Bricking before in person, or Matt, the one that did the big luncheon. And it was really cool. And they're in the same lug together, so they get to hang out all the time. But I was like, oh my gosh, this is great.
Did they know you from Instagram or from social media?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just we sat and talked for a couple hours one day. It was awesome. And Dana is Matt's great too, but like Dana and me are like kind of spirit animals. So it was like, oh my God, this is awesome.
That's cute. Yeah.
Like a lifelong friend, how you like make them, when you meet people in real life.
For sure.
Cool.
Well, this is it. Like Lego is always so good at like bringing people together, right? Shared interests. Like until you come into conventions like this, you go, okay, I'm not so crazy. I think I found my people.
I'm not the only one.
Exactly.
I'm not the only one.
We're always laughing like, oh, our kids are so not into toys because we're so into toys.
I get that.
Yeah, they separate. They had like some mosaics on one side of the convention and then mosaics on the other side.
But I guess it's like to fill the walls, right? I guess the mosaics.
I like the way that they did that because I've been.
Is it different before?
At other ones, it's different. Yeah, because this is my 10th convention overall, and this was the first one where they lined the walls with the art, and I thought that was such a great idea because
smart,
right? Like if you have Dana's 10-foot Bowie and
in the middle,
it's gonna cover
5 feet tall.
That's right.
It's gonna cover other people's stuff, and so I know I requested to be on the wall because I was like, I don't want to do that one.
That's right, of course.
Yeah,
of course. And there were
some. It was nice. It felt. It had this nice feeling. Like
it opened everything up too, right? Like if you have a block in the middle of the room, you create obstacles, right? From one creation to another. But there were some too that I've seen. Like there was one that was like an anime black and white, a pair of them. And it was like right closer towards your wall, but in the middle.
Yeah, he's in the Charm City lug. Yeah,
yes, exactly. And it's a beautiful set. And I mean, it's not as large a scale as the ones on the wall, but it does create sort of like panel.
It was
blocks,
beautiful,
right? But it was gorgeous,
so pretty.
Yes.
So you're primarily on Instagram, not so much YouTube or like TikTok or Twitch or anything.
I have a TikTok account. I'm on there. I post just the art stuff mostly on there.
Now, have you had commissions at this point? Like, since you have been out there, like commissions to create works for private collectors, I guess, right? Like,
yeah,
as a
have you?
business, as a side
Okay.
business. That's cool.
yeah.
I think
So-
that's
so
amazing.
for-
One in
go ahead.
particular. So Bricklink hired me this last year to do their mural for their entryway to their corporate
wow.
office. Yeah, it was
Oh, wow.
amazing.
God,
It was
that's
like
amazing.
Where
the
is
best thing
that?
ever.
That is
Where's their
amazing.
corporate office?
It's in Irvine, California. Their
Oh,
US
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Okay.
And so, like, I got a message on Instagram, and I like, it was kind of one of those moments where, like,
Is this
because
for
it's
real?
not coming. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
and it's not coming from Bricklink. It's coming from like a person, right? So
Yeah.
it was like almost like a swipe delete kind of situation.
Yes, exactly. You're like,
And I
"Did
was like,
block you?"
thank God I didn't do that. You know, like, oh my God. But and I actually got to meet Jake, who is the person I worked with. Hi, Jake.
Yes. Hey.
At Chicago. So I was in the
Okay.
lobby. I was in the lobby, and I went and sit in the couches, right? Like in those couches. And I was just in there by myself. And all of a sudden I hear this, Kate? And I was like, and I look over and he's like, it's Jake. And I was like, what? You know, like it was like probably one of the coolest moments at Brick World for me, just because like we had worked together. It was like it was a year project, you know?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay.
It was
It's
so
done.
neat.
It's already,
yeah, it's done.
already done.
Is it huge? It's like one of your bigger.
What is it? What is it of?
Secret. We have to.
It's
go
of their
to
logo. So as you walk in, here, I'll bring up a picture really quick. It's just their Bricklink, but they gave me free creative.
I was going to ask, is there a request? Right.
Okay.
But that's amazing.
I had to stick to the logo, and I had to incorporate the trademark R, you know, and
of course. Yeah.
And then I had to
you can use
to
whatever
traditional
pieces.
colors, but I could use whatever pieces I wanted. And I was like,
Okay.
what? You know? So like
yes.
Each
artist dream.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
And how big was this? Like,
it's 6.5 feet wide.
6.5 feet. Wow.
Yeah. So it's 3 panels.
Yeah.
So you can see like scale wise. That's my garage.
Oh my
door.
goodness.
Jeez.
That is huge.
Does it say
that's awesome.
Brick Huntress in there somewhere?
How do you
they
sign
made
your
a
names?
plaque. Yeah.
Oh, a plaque. Okay. That's
I
nice.
signed a little I used the dishes on it, right? And then I put a tile on one of the dishes, and then I did a BH, like Brick Huntress.
Oh, nice.
All right.
On that.
Nice.
And then
that's so cool.
They made a little plaque for me next to it, like on the wall now. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
And they sourced you all the pieces.
Yep. They sourced me everything. Yeah.
That's
and
cool.
Then each letter is a different theme of Lego. So I tried to stick.
What did you use for the face? It looked like wavy pieces. Were those the flags again?
Oh yeah.
It looked like the piece that you used for the hair.
Yeah, castle is my favorite theme. So I was like, I have to
incorporate that. Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
And it was the 90th anniversary, like at the time. So I was like, okay, I want to have each letter is going to be a theme of Lego, and then also I wanted to really highlight castle pirate space, right? Yeah. So for the anniversary, so most of it is castle pirate space, and then I still incorporated like the hidden pieces that I do, in all of them. So I hid the little ship in the bottle piece.
Oh, cool!
Nice.
There's 1x2 Blacktron black brick in there to find. There's one fully black parrot from like the old school pirate sets. What was the other one? That was, and then there's a castle. Now I like can't even like remember.
We're getting the spoilers in depth from the artist herself. Like this is it. Like someone looking face value at this won't even realize.
What was the guy's name again? Jake, you said?
Jake, yeah.
Jake. So did Jake tell you, like, once it's up now, whenever they have guests that come into the building, is that like a talking point? Do they like
a little scavenger hunt? Find this.
Not so much scavenger, but do they like make comments on this piece of art that they're looking at? Did he tell you about any of that?
He did, yeah. They did like reveal type situation like about a month ago.
Yes.
And he sent me the video, and I'm actually going to post it probably this week
Oh,
because I still
nice.
haven't posted
cool.
it yet.
Yeah.
And they hired a different artist from California to do the actual painting mural behind it, and then they they fit my thing into the actual painting. It was really cool.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
Amor has a question for you. He's wondering what's the most challenging piece that you've worked on, and what made it challenging? Ooh, these are tough, hard.
That's a heavy question.
Which one did you lose sleep on?
Oh man. Okay, I have two answers to this, and they're two different pieces. So I would say, actually, the first one I would say is this girl was challenging only because she means more, right? Like
So you're trying hard.
There's some hidden messaging here. So that was why that was probably hard, because I actually designed her first. So she was my first ever design, but it took me 2.5 years to actually make her.
That's right.
Wow, that's a long time.
Stranger Things was probably the most fun. So that one was the most fun.
I don't know if I've seen the Stranger Things one.
That one I did with Tim Philly, TK Bricks. It's a collab build. He did the.
Which part of Stranger Things is it? Is it
the
like
top part is it's from the first season. So the 3 boys are on the bikes on the top panel, and then Will's upside down in the bottom panel, and then Tim built the actual like teeth that like come out of the mosaic.
Like the Demogorgon.
So fun. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's probably
so you must have had to sketch
favorite.
that out first, because that's not like something. That's just out of your imagination of how to do that.
And it was definitely that was a challenge in the way that it was a virtual collab, right?
Okay.
So it was all virtual. Like we had to figure out where, because we had to drill the holes in my mosaic to fit the teeth in, right?
That's wild.
And this was after I built it, and like to figure that out virtually was difficult. So I will say that out loud. But really funny. Like when we started to do it, I was like, every time I'd be like, okay, I think this is right. Hopefully it's right, you know?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
One of those moments. I'm trying to find it for you so you can see it. But that was probably the most fun.
From last year, June 25th. Do you see that? Yeah, I know I have it. It's like a video. It's amazing.
Is this lit up? It looks like
it's lit up. Mm-hmm.
So it's like this.
And was this at a convention? One of the conventions?
This was at Bricks by the Bay last year.
Bricks by the Bay. All right.
That is cool.
So that one was pretty fun.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
And collabs are like that next extra level, right? Of artistry. It's like how to work. Oh, cool. Oh, that's so cool.
Is this up somewhere, or is it stacked behind?
The top part is still together. The bottom part is destroyed.
Okay.
So
it lives forever in Instagram perpetuity.
Yeah.
The top part is still together. The green one. I brought it to Bricks Cascade, and then Bricks by the Bay, and then Brick Rodeo last year, and then I drove back through Tim's. He's from Kansas City, so I drove back that way, and I got to his house, and he's like, "So, you want to destroy the teeth?" And I was like, "What?"
What?
And he's like,
"No."
And he's like, "Yeah, I mean, we've shown it 3 times. Like, let's do our next collab." And like, my whole insides were like, "Okay." And there's this really funny video. It's on his page of us destroying the teeth together.
Oh my
You
gosh.
just see it in me. I'm just like so uncomfortable and just like hating every moment of it.
Well, if you were an artist,
and it just shatters, and you're like,
it's your baby, right?
Well, like if you were an artist before Lego and you're using other mediums, normally you don't destroy your art after you're done, right?
But I mean, like once upon a time, like classic artists, because they had very low resources, they would paint oil paint over oil paint over oil paint. And you know, now there's like a lot of X-ray investigative processes out
really?
there.
Yeah.
We'll just see like, oh, look, Van Gogh tried
That's a
this
great
behind
point.
a canvas, right? And then they're actually trying to find the overlays and trying to find why an artist would have done that, right? So, but it is true. Like Lego is something that is a rebuildable resource. But yeah, my heart just goes, like we don't destroy the sets that we create, right? It's very rare that when next like
I'm like you.
I'm just gonna piece this out. I'm like, really? Like,
well, if I don't, But like,
I've gotten better
my
at taking
own
things
mocks,
apart, but it's still uncomfortable. Like every time I travel this, I have to take the whole cloud apart and the whole jungle apart. So every time I put it back together, it's different. So that's kind of fun about it. But and every time now I'm like really used to it. So I just like I tear everything off. But like the first time I was like, you know, taking little things off like one at a time. But
do you notice that your mosaics have improved over the years compared to your first your initial ones?
Yeah, I would say
like improved how in terms of like the detail or the
parts usage for sure. Just really trying to push myself to use different elements differently. Like you'll see an element and be like, oh my gosh, I never thought to use it like that. Like in a mosaic, especially, right? Like, whoa, you know, like that kind of thing. Or to like really challenge the viewer into like what they're looking at sometimes too. And the use of lights like on the Vader. So I would say the Vader for me was probably the most challenging so far. Mostly because I built it in 3. I've done the 3-panel thing before, but like we had to light it that way too. So it was like, that was the challenging part. And we used different lights for this one also. They were all LED strips, completely computer coded. My husband actually did the lights for it this time. And so he did that. And so it was challenging in that way as well.
For sure.
You know, working on something for the first time together. So you can imagine what that was.
Nice.
For sure. But this is it, right? Like you only get better the more you make something. You know, there's something to be said about, I can't remember that book, but
I guess
the 10,000 hours that someone puts into a skill set, right?
And master
skill.
The master skill.
10,000. I always used to tell my players that all the time.
That's right.
Like,
that's right.
Why are we doing this drill? Like all that they would be like, why are we doing this drill again? And I'm like, have you done it 10,000 times? No, so we're doing it again.
Exactly. It just becomes second nature, right?
And this is only since 2019 for you, right?
About 2018, 2017, 18, somewhere in the, you know.
Is that 10,000 hours? I haven't done the math.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Over 10,000 hours.
Probably
Given,
more.
you know, you do have your counseling job. Like, at what point would this cause a true shift into a bona fide Lego artist?
I guess more
when Lego calls hello.
More commissions.
They're like, hey, do you want to be a designer on the art line? I'd be like,
yes,
please.
God, that's amazing. Imagine that call. I can see this happening.
Yeah, it'd be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah.
No. So I was kind of getting to it before. You're primarily on Instagram. What made you pick Instagram as the main social media outlet for you?
Because I didn't know any other really.
I guess you were on your personal account was on Instagram before.
I'll just be really naive about that for a moment.
I
as a
visual,
counselor,
right?
Yeah,
Instagram's the most visual, and this is your medium. Your medium is I'm going to show it, and my picture will speak a million words, and this is it. This is what I present to you.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Hello.
Hi.
And as a counselor, like I come across all kinds of social media outlets, right, with the high schoolers, and so
what the newest thing is.
And so I tend, before, my Lego Instagram, I had a private one, but I never really was on it. I tried to even stay off Facebook for the most part. Like I tried to kind of model the behavior for the students, right?
Yeah.
Don't always use it appropriately. And so I chose that one because it felt the safest, if that makes sense to me.
I can see that. Yeah.
I appreciate YouTube. I do. Like, I've thought about doing a channel.
You don't have a
where
channel.
I'm
I
actually-
tried looking.
I do, but
you
I kind
do?
of hit it because it's not like
Okay.
ready yet.
All right,
But
all right.
it's Brick Huntress. I think I changed the name to Brick Huntress. It was Brick Huntress Mosaics for a while.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But I was thinking of doing like actual just like a build series. Like I would build a mosaic on there.
Take us through the process. Week 1, week 2 kind of thing. Well, how long generally would it, or for example, Jurassic Park or your Jurassic one, how long did that take? How many weeks did that take?
Let's see. I would say I built a lot this spring. I did the Bricklink mural pretty much January, and I finished it mid-February, end of February. So I just like dove into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, were you like disciplined that you're like every day I'm going to work on it for 3 hours, right? Like this is the time that you're going to put for yourself.
I guess it's also like when you get home, you're relaxing. Oh, you're on leave.
For sure.
Okay.
I had back surgery in December, and so it was almost like this one or that in Jurassic, but really the Vader like kind of has a hidden message to it because like it was almost like my recovery piece.
Right.
Like I don't know how to describe that, but like you know, like he has scars and he you know, this side is like the Vader and all pretty, you know, shiny and like put together. And then like this side is the scarred part. And so it was like this
that's cool.
kind of, you know, recovery piece for me. So I was building Vader kind of that whole time, off and on. And then the Bricklink one was January to February. This one was February to like 2 days before I went to Bricks Cascade.
Oh, wow.
And then the Vader was like the full push was I worked on it probably every day in between Cascade and Brick World. So it was like a build-a-thon almost.
Yeah, no kidding.
So
that's amazing.
That could be a lot of
it must be heavy. Like I can't imagine like how
it's heavy. I think
heavy as in the
people in the
weight.
chat know how heavy they are.
And then when you're going to all the shows, like I guess
But is
they
it
just slot into your vehicle or do you put them in
you
different
saran
panels?
wrap it, right? I saw
I
it was all
saran wrap
wrapped up.
them.
Okay.
Yeah, I saran wrap them, and then I put towels in between, and sometimes bubble wrap in between. So on the back of this one, there's light kits, right? So you have to bubble wrap those.
Right.
On the Vader, they're built into the wood, so that was a little bit nicer. So we built them into like
they're heavy.
And like my surgeon was like, "You cannot pick those up.
I was
not
gonna
pick them up." And I was like, "I promise I won't." You know.
How did you get it in from your card? Did you
or in my head, just
friends.
your workspace?
Friends.
Yes, the love
my
of
husband,
your friends.
My husband and son carried them here in the house mostly for me, and then helped.
Did they come?
Put them in the car.
Did they come?
They went to Cascade. They didn't come to Brick World.
To Chicago.
Yeah.
Every time I would go by your section, and you weren't there yet, but your stuff was all wrapped up. I'm like, okay, Kate's stuff is here,
coming.
but I don't see her. But she's here.
No, it was awesome. Like I have to say, like there are a lot of people in the chat that helped me carry the stuff. So thank you. And I pulled up to that back gate thing. And it must have been 10 minutes. Like I was expecting like kind of a 2-hour thing, right? Like maybe 1 or 2 people coming to help, and like everyone just like went and grabbed a piece and went and grabbed an easel, and like it was 10 minutes. I was like, what just happened? I was like, oh my God.
Okay, I'm set up.
You know, I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So
but that was your first Brick World Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh, because you're coming first. You said it was 3-day drive, right?
3 days, 31 hours.
Wow.
So what's your next one? Angry Dragon's wondering if you're going to Virginia or not.
I think a couple of people are wondering if I'm going to Virginia. I've gotten a couple messages actually. Are you coming? You should come. Like, you're coming, right? And I was like,
that is quite the drive for you.
That's even
I wouldn't bring anything. Like, if I was gonna go, I wouldn't bring anything to that one this year. But that's one I want to go to all the US and then the Brickcan.
In Vancouver.
I still have, so next year my plan is to do Brickcan for sure.
Okay.
Cool.
Cascade, because that's my
home.
And then Brick Slopes, which is so ironic that I haven't been to that one because they're like my family. Like, I'm in their lug, like all of the things.
Oh, wow.
Right? And they're like, they give me crap about it all the time.
I think there's still time. Are you going next month?
It's always my first week of school. And because
you guys started in August.
That's right.
In the US.
August. Yeah.
That's right.
And it's like the week where like the counselors do all the schedules and clean everything up.
Makes sense.
But like, if I can plan for next year, and I've been gone, right, for like 5 months or whatever it's been.
I'm back. But you've had a very productive time off, to say. Like, it's part of your recovery phase, right? And this is it. Lego is therapeutic, right? Like, if there's art therapy out there, I mean, have you recommended it for some of your young students to play with Lego? Because it's just a moment of stillness, and I try to encourage my kids to like get off your device, go build something downstairs, just to get their hands busy. They don't build
anymore.
But Hayden, our 9-year-old, he was building a few items here over this last week, and it just makes me just happy that he's away from the device, right? It's always a struggle. So
my son really loves it. Like, he'll still build.
Nice.
He loves music, so I got him the jazz quartet.
Oh, cool.
Set. And he loves the architecture line, so like that's his jam. Like,
nice.
He loves it because he likes history. But I brought it back from the trip, and I gave it to him. Like, I was like, kind of like, I'm not sure if you're gonna like this, right? Like, I'm not, He built it in 2 days. Like, that's all he did. He like broke it out and built it. And he turned on music at the same time, and he likes to sing.
Oh, wow.
And it was so cool to watch it. And like, he has ADHD, so like he sometimes struggles to focus. And so Lego definitely has been one of those things for him that he just
focus,
zones in. It's really cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
I noticed on Instagram you have a series, Let's Build series.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't tell us about that.
So the Let's Build series is something I created 2.5 years ago. Yeah, so we're at the 2.5 year mark because I started January.
I didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah. So
every month from
2.5. In the first year, we did sometimes 2 a month. And so it was like a lot. That was a lot.
2021.
I wised up, started only doing one. And then, so 4 of us got together and built.
Who was it?
Favorite set right here.
Wait, what's
it? Was right when the Ninjago Gardens came out.
Oh, got it.
We got together. It was Jesse's Brick Galaxy, me, Simon and Dan, the 2 gay AFOLs, and this girl named Jessica. So we got together and we're like, let's build this together. Like, let's build the gardens. And so we like made the little hashtag, like, let's build the garden. So like all of our pictures went into one place,
Okay.
And then I was like, that kind of has a fun like ring to it. Like, this is so fun. Like, we did it over Zoom and we got together and built together.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And then I'm like, well, did you guys have fun? Do you want to do this again next month? Like, let's just pick another set like that we all want to do.
Yeah.
And so we did the blacksmith next.
Oh, cool.
So that was the next month. And then like 10
and this was
more
private.
People.
This
it was kind of private.
Right?
Yeah.
It wasn't
3 months were about
social
a little
media.
bit private. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And about 10 more people jumped into that one. So we had like 15 people building
on a Zoom.
Yeah, building the blacksmith together. It was actually very fun. And then we did.
I guess this is during COVID too. This is during COVID.
It was during COVID. Yeah.
So Zoom was the thing.
We need something to do, right? Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then the 3rd month, it became more on social media. So we did Let's Build the police station. And like Mel jumped into that one, and
This
we
was
did
on
that on
StreamYard?
his. Yeah, we did that one on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So that
Okay.
one's on his.
Huh.
And then I was like, well, why don't we, like, how fun would it be if like we opened it to like everybody, like, like everyone can build whatever. Like, it doesn't have to build a set. Like, it doesn't have to be a set. Like, not everyone can afford the sets. Like,
Yes.
everyone should be able to participate. I wanted to create like a platform for people to be super creative, especially during COVID.
Yeah.
And so the 4th month was Let's Build a City. And that was the one where like we opened it up to everyone.
Yeah.
And we had like, I think it was like 75 people jumped into it.
Wow.
And it was just so fun. And like we built a whole city, like a whole city together.
Yeah.
So, like, different people made the buildings?
Parts of it?
And
so some people, you can build a set, you can mod a set, you can build your own block, you can do a mosaic, habitats.
And they sent you the pictures.
They posted their own. So that's where like it became like, let's build a city, or let's build, speed for this month, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And so I chose for that one. It's up here.
Oh, let me.
This one. So it's the cinema, the Palace Cinema set. Okay. And then the next month after was Let's Build Chaos. So you had to take like whatever you built the month before, and you had to like create a scene and like make it like chaotic and add a monster to it or whatever,
That's cool.
And so I Ninjago Gardens did this and then built like a rose.
I was wondering. I was like, that's Palace Cinema, but what is that thing on top?
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's
she's
that's the mashup.
Like squished.
She's a mech.
Like that's cool.
It's a mech. Nice.
She's a mech that took over the city, and she's all mad because everyone's polluting her waters, and she got pissed off, and she like came up out of the sewer and demolished everything. And then
that's like the
last
Lego
year,
movie.
Yes, it kind of
the Lego movie
absolutely. Did. And Ninjago is probably my favorite theme, Ninjago Monkey Kid style. And then last year we did Let's Build an Epic City, because everyone was like, do the city again. So I did this one. So I turned my diner into Ninjago Gardens. Also. Yeah. And so both of them are raised up. The platforms all connect to each other now. Yeah. And so I'm going to start doing that to all my modulars.
That's cool.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I was looking like I was looking at the different months. It was like July is speed, and then August is monochrome, September is mosaic, October is spooky, and then November is like the wizarding world, and then December is like the holiday habitats.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and sometimes I co-host with people. So like December, it's with Jen, Brick Fan Builds, who does the habitats. So we do that one together. I partnered with the Brick Shelf from Australia. So every January I do a decade. So you guys can just be ready for that. So we've done the 90s, and then we did Millennium last year.
Okay.
Oh,
so like
80s.
We did the millennium, or we did the 90s with.
What did you do for the 90s?
For the 90s?
Yeah, what did you do for
that? I did the X-Files.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's my favorite TV show ever. So I did the X-Files, and he did his Mutant Ninja Turtles scene. It was super fun. So that one's always fun. I think I'm gonna do. Actually, I don't know. I'm decided yet. I don't know which decade, but we will see. But and now we have sponsors, which is super fun. Like Whatnot.
Oh wow.
Jump in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So. You guys probably saw Whatnot at Chicago. It's a platform. It's like a live eBay.
It's like the auction.
It's like the best way to like describe it. It's like eBay but live, and you're like auctioning, and it's fun. It can be very fun. Yeah. So I've kind of started selling on there a little bit, not a lot. Like I'm not
selling what?
Near like
M&R
like
Productions or like one of them, but like I sell figs on there.
Okay, yeah.
I sell my custom mosaic kits that I make
Mhm.
sometimes.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, they're just little
Very
stuff,
cool.
but they are sponsoring this month, and they sponsor 4 times a year. So
Oh,
they give a
that's
lot
why.
of amazing, generous
Yes.
things to
Yes.
our
Things.
community.
Yeah.
That's
No,
awesome.
amazing.
So,
We're just gonna move into
Oh, our next
a
segment.
next bit of segment.
Share your stories. Share your stories. Share your stories. Weekly recap.
So you're wondering, wasn't I sharing all my stories all this time? But we take it from, the
I was
broad
getting to
end to like
Share your story. Oh,
Yeah.
accident. So what story we can share is we're actually going on a trip. We're going on a trip.
Yeah, we're going to Punta Cana in a few hours. We're
oh my
gonna call an
God.
Uber, and who needs to sleep at this point? But just my personality, this is my first resort.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
Have you been to
I
like
don't know how
Dominican?
to resort. My parents resort, my parents cruise, his parents resort, but I'm more of a city girl. Like I love to
going,
or I like to
around.
explore. Like if I were to go
Yeah.
even like,
Like she came to Chicago. I was at the convention, but she was touring
And
around.
she's like, bye.
I was there. And
I'll
I
pick
saw
you
a
guys
lot
up
of
later.
I have a little bit of agency, you know what I mean? But I feel like whenever I'm in a city, I want to like really try to maximize every single minute I can. I mean, it's not my first visit to Chicago, and so I mean, this specific visit, I wanted to even check out the Museum of Surgical Tools. So I'm finding like more and more different like places to take my children. Children are like, "Where are we going?" I'm like, "Yep, you're gonna enjoy this. Trust me."
But yeah, it's my parents' 50th anniversary.
Well,
it's 51,
awesome.
But they didn't do last year 50th because of COVID.
It's a delayed.
So technically it's their 51th anniversary.
Yes.
So they're taking us, they're taking Rhea's mom's coming as well.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it feels a little bit unreal that just in a few hours we're gonna be somewhere where it's sandy.
Yeah. Are we even gonna sleep tonight? I don't know. Sometimes you're too excited. Like even for Chicago, we didn't even sleep the night before we had to drive.
Plane.
Yeah, we'll fall asleep on the plane.
Oh, you can sleep later.
Yeah, exactly.
You can sleep later.
Yeah. So
are you going anywhere this summer besides Chicago, the trip?
Chicago was the main trip. We live like right at the base of the mountains in the Cascade Mountains.
Yeah.
And so we do a lot of camping. We do some camping trips.
Okay.
I'm not coaching volleyball this coming year, so it's like kind of weird.
Oh, you're not.
Like,
yeah. Oh, you're back.
And
makes sense.
I hit my 20th year of coaching, and I was just like,
"Oh,
I'm good." Like I'm good. So this is the first summer that I've had off in 20 years. So I'm like, I don't even know what to do with myself. Honestly. Like this coming week would be like the start of like our conditioning program and like the stuff that they do, and then we do like a team camp situation. And
so you have like a whole off season. You're like,
wow.
What am I gonna do? And then I'm like, oh, I could just go to the pool. I could go for a walk. I could do like, I could do whatever. I'm like, this is great. So yeah, there's so much to do here in Bend. There's some pretty epic bands coming to play here, and you can float the river. You can go to any of the lakes, like Mount Bachelor is right behind us.
Okay.
So,
were you born and raised there, or did you move there after?
I moved here after. Oregon State has a four-year school here now, and they have a lot of their master's programs here. So the counseling and teaching one is here, and that's why we came here originally. My parents live here, so that's nice too.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
you must be always so inspired by your surroundings. Yeah. I bet.
Yeah, West Coast.
I'm from San Francisco, so I'm from the city too. So I love the city.
You have that sort of San Francisco like accent,
chill.
We were
there a few years ago, so I'm like, let's figure out where she's from. Like,
actually, she sounds like my cousin.
Yeah,
Trey.
We have lots of relatives over in
Bay
Area.
I have a trip coming up. We just signed to
Nick
Utah.
Yesterday.
A flight to Utah.
Oh, you were?
Nick was like, "Can I just go to Brick Slopes?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, go ahead.
Oh, that's cool.
But
I met a bunch of people on Twitch, and so hopefully get to hang out with a lot of the Twitch streamers there.
Oh, good. And
this is
Cody
it,
and them are good people.
Yeah.
Cody and Brian and Aubrey, like they all kind of run Brick Slips, and they're my family. They're my family.
So
like you're gonna have such a wonderful time, and you get really, really good swag. So just saying.
Oh, awesome!
You have to bring another bag.
Maybe you bring an empty bag there, and then you fill it up, right?
Because we're looking like what hotel and everything, and so I messaged Cody, and then he sent me a link which hotel everyone's staying at.
The Hyatt,
and I guess there's like a group rate and everything too.
So that works.
It's pretty sweet group rate. Like it's the cheapest of any con.
Oh, really? Even if I don't get to go, I'm already like Googling best things to do at.
But you've never been to Brick Slopes, right?
No, but I visit them a couple times a year. So like I go regularly.
Do you know if the hotel, is it walking distance to the convention? Okay.
Yeah. Half a mile.
They drove me by it, and I was like, oh, that's easy. Like you can walk there. Walk down the street.
Yeah. And it's been around for some time, like a good 9 years, I think. I was trying to find history of Brick Slopes in general, right? So,
yeah, it's
good.
awesome.
I'm sure the vista around it is going to be pretty good too. Like
it's some pretty epic boulders there as well.
Epic boulders.
I've never been to Utah, so that'll be.
Oh, the mountains. Okay, so I'll warn you. Like
Okay.
the city. Hold on. Okay, so this is Salt Lake City, right? Like the city itself. Okay. The mountains are like literally straight up. Like they're right there.
Oh wow.
They're straight up. They just go straight up on the sides, and you're like in this valley. It's really cool.
Wow.
Like I thought the mountains here were big, and then I go there and I'm like, okay, I feel really small right now. Right? Like
Maria couldn't get time off work.
Yeah,
so that's why
we usually select all of our days off already way ahead of time.
It was like a last minute thing. I'm like, what if I go to
last minute thing? Yeah. No, it's good.
I'm signed up already.
But he's not gonna bring any mocks. He's just going to enjoy.
I'm just gonna hang out.
Yeah.
Just gonna hang out.
That's great. That's good.
Yesterday was Maria's mom's 70th birthday. So I don't know. Have you ever been to a Brazilian buffet?
I've been to a Brazilian barbecue, but not buffet, I think.
Or it's
so they come to you. They come to your table.
Oh yeah. Where they bring the meat.
Yeah. So that's what it was. So I was warning everyone. Because they also have a buffet hutch, and I was telling everyone, don't load up on the buffet hutch because that's their ploy. They want you to load up on that, so then you're full and you don't have as much steak because that's the expensive stuff. Yeah. But nobody was listening to me.
I mean,
everyone was loading up on the buffet hutch.
If my mom was 70, of course, a number of her guests are around that age category where as much as you can love meat, maybe there's only so much meat that they can take to. And so, but it was good. My mom's always wanted a big party. And I'm like, okay, Mom, we're not going to have a little mini wedding for you, are we? Because she was like, I want a DJ.
She wanted dancing.
I want to dance. I want to do all
Yeah, she did.
And, and I kind of feel bad that I couldn't organize that sort of scope of a party for her. But I think she was really happy with how everything turned out yesterday. But I'm more like I just want small, intimate gatherings. I'm very good with like one-on-one conversations. As much as I seem like I love people, and I do, I like to meet a lot of people. When it gets too big of a party, it's a bit overwhelming, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel
you like the one-on-one.
In the same way.
You never get the chance to like say hi to everybody really, or it's really a hi bye, and I kind of feel bad leaving it to things like that. So, but I feel
that's how I felt Brick World was a little bit for me. Anyway, I've had that conversation a couple times with people. It's by far the biggest con I've ever been to, and it was overwhelming in that way, right?
Yeah,
a true omnivore, like I would choose to be by myself, like honestly, like but like I'm extroverted when I need to be, or like when I feel comfortable with people, or like when I'm around my friends or whatever it is. But like Chicago is a lot. It was a lot. Like, I think we all went home and was like, I need like 2 weeks. Like just don't even talk to me for a little bit. Right? Like, good.
Even when we came in to bring the mocks, I was surprised that there was a lineup already. Because I guess,
people registering.
like when we had gone to Philly Brick Fest years ago, we kind of just walked in, right? And and it was spacious too, but like even coming into Brickworld Chicago, like, wow, this is such a humongous space. And even just the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the number of people in there was like, is this already public day? Like it felt so full that I couldn't even think how the Saturday was going to look like. I basically like dropped him and Harold off, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see you guys later. We're gonna have some deep dish for dinner. Go text me, and I'll be back when you guys need me to be back. So, but
that was so me. I was like, I'll be in the lobby.
Yeah. I need some space, a little bit of space,
What was your favorite part about Brickworld Chicago?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, top 5.
Well, I do have a
just name a couple.
moment.
Name a couple of highlights.
I think meeting Jake was cool. That was definitely a cool moment. I think my favorite one was on public day, the first public day. And I like the public days because I really like talking with the kids mostly, and like seeing the kids and like especially the young girls, like they knew who Darth Maul was. They like knew that was Vader. Like they knew like a lot of them were like, oh my God, the dinosaur mom, like, and I was like, yes, like, yay, the little girl. Yeah. And this little girl, she must've been 4 years old, probably at 4 or 5, maybe. And she's like in this pink, like princess, like Disney princess dress with the shoes, this cute little, headband, and like she braided her hair off to the side, right? Like she was like put together. And I was like, wow, like
this is me when I was young,
right? And I'm like, wow, and I was like, you're adorable. And I'm just like watching her, and her brother's just like, going off about this to the dad. And she's like off by herself by the Vader. And finally, I thought she was like trying to find all the pieces because that's usually what the kids are doing. And she's like, I have something to tell you. And I was like, okay, I'm so here for this, right? And I like go over to her and I like get down on her level, like because she was small, right? She's like below the things. And so I kneel down and she's like, I just sorry. She's like, I just want to tell you that there's like a whole lot of dark side happening in here right now. And I was like,
that's deep.
Say that again.
Yeah. And I was like, I go, okay, what are you doing for the rest of the day? Because you can just hang out here and just like be the Vanna White for this. Like just stay here. Just stay here. And the mom like looks at me and I'm like, oh, and she's like, yeah. And I was like, my daughter's the same way. My daughter's like total dark side kid, like, but like in the princess dresses, right? So I'm like, I totally get it. This was like my favorite moment. Like it was awesome. And then the mom was like, she really wants to take a picture with you, but she's afraid to ask you. And I was like, oh, I'll do it. Yay. Yeah. It was so cute.
That's good.
So that was
good.
That was one of my favorites. And then the Friends designer came by. That was cool.
Oh, cool.
Like someone who works for the Friends line.
He designed the Friends Lego set. So he was there.
Oh, like Central Perk, you mean? Or Friends as in Friends?
No, sorry, not Friends. The Office. My bad. Sorry.
Office. Oh yeah.
I don't know why I said
Brick and Brood was saying
The Office. Yeah, and he talked to him for a while too. And I'm wearing my like that's what she said t-shirt. And he comes up to me and he's like,
that's awesome.
Because he came up to me the day before and we talked for a minute, and then I was already planning to wear that t-shirt the next day, and I was like, maybe he'll come.
I love it.
And he totally came back and he's like, I saw you from across the room and I had to come over here. And I was like, yes. And so we took a picture together and we talked for 40 minutes. He is splendid. Like, I don't know if you got to meet him, but I didn't even
amazing
human. Like, so
was he only there? He was only there on the public day, like on the Saturday?
The public days, yeah.
Oh, both. Okay.
Yeah, he was there.
And was he there like to sign autographs? Was that or he was just there as a fan?
He said that was his first ever convention, like ever. And I was like, what?
But he's like a designer, right? He's an AFOL designer. He
did the ideas, the ideas office set. Yeah.
It's so interesting how there's such a huge celebration for Lego love from a bunch of, AFOLs. And yet the actual people who designed them behind the scenes are just like, yep, nope, we don't really go to those things.
No, like, and it was like, oh my God.
We work in their office.
And he gave the little, the tokens of appreciation. Like he put his one on, I think it was the Vader, because that was his favorite one. And we took a picture in front of it and stuff. But he was so sweet. And he would go around, he had like very kind of more intimate like talks with people, right? Like he took the time to really talk to people about their process and their creativity. And I heard from multiple different people that he did that with them. And I was like, yeah, like that's the way to go. Like that's very cool.
I want to make tokens next year. Like make a bunch of tokens for that. I didn't even know that was a thing, but
I'm gonna look at it. I didn't know it was a thing either.
It's pretty recent. It's like a pretty recent thing. Yeah. Mostly like people used to do the bricks for your badges. Yeah. And that's what I did. But yeah, the tokens were like a big, and that was like kind of my favorite part. It was like just, I don't know.
But you don't know some of them, you don't know what tokens came from who.
True, but sometimes that's better though, because you're like, I don't even know who.
But I want to thank someone.
It's like a secret.
Yes, I agree. I like to thank them, so I usually try to go figure it out. I'm like, did anyone else get this one? Who's this? Like, yeah.
What about activities? Did you do any of the activities, or did you just kind of?
No, I didn't do any of the. I do sometimes at some of them. A bunch of us got together and did our own separate parts swap. I forget what they
parts
call
draft?
it.
Parts draft.
Draft. We did the botanical succulent set.
Yes.
And there was like 14 of us or so. It was so fun. It was my first one that I'd ever done.
Yeah.
I would totally do it again.
What number did you pick?
Oh my God. I was like 11 or 12. No. And I was like, but I got some really pretty colors out of it. And I swapped. I really wanted the little eggs, the little lime green.
Yes, the purple.
Eggs.
Oh, lime green. Yeah.
And so I swapped Tanner. I don't know if he's still on the chat, but he got all of them, like, because you get all of the one piece, right? Exactly. So I was like, okay, what of my stuff do you want? Because I will trade multiple things for some of those, right? Yeah. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. So we we traded, and it was cool. So
at least you probably didn't make the same mistake as Harold, because it was Harold's first draft as well. And he drew number 1, so he was the first person to choose.
Oh wow!
And so he just picks like a piece, and everyone's like, "You can pick the whole container."
The whole cup, yeah.
So cute.
He's like, "Okay, I got one." So,
that's awesome.
You knew better. You knew better than that.
Well, I watched. I'm definitely an observer.
Oh, because you were 11.
By the time
so I was like,
if you were number 1
first,
if you were number 1, you might have done the same thing.
She'd get one little egg.
Egg. I'd be like, yes, I got an egg.
Yeah. Let's do this again.
Yeah. Can you imagine? That would take forever if you were just picking one thing at a time.
This was the entire day's activity.
Yeah, for real. That would have taken so long.
Okay, we're moving
on.
Is
it that time? Next.
It's time for show and tell.
Oh, I'm slow.
A little bit. So I'll visit them all, and Nick will incorporate them into our show and kind of jam to it.
I like it.
But he's always into music. Not so much into Lego, but always on his app composing, and I'm like,
oh, that's cool.
So as much as I want them off their devices, I know devices are also quite key, right?
Yeah.
To this
creativity,
exactly. All right.
Well, I have to say that your mini Ninjago landscape that you did was one of my favorite mocks of the whole Chicago.
Oh, thank
you. So
thank you.
I wanted to tell you that.
Yeah, it was.
He's like the micro maker. I don't know, like the make.
It's so cool. It was so cool. It was
when the pictures of the market came out. I was like, oh, I gotta make this. I gotta make this. So right away, I was just like looking at the pictures, and then I think it took like 3 days or 2.5 to do that market. And so
but it's a really good series that we have.
There. Yeah, people are like,
it's so great.
It's a good like office. You can just have it like in your office if you don't want like a whole.
But even beyond this, he has like the Tower of Orthanc as a mini.
Yeah, like
the sea
that's
cow
what I was making
as
before.
a mini. Like he has just a bunch
I've seen
of,
that one. That one's
favorite
cool too.
favorite sets that he would miniaturize and everything.
All right, what do you got?
Yeah, usually for my show and tell, it's usually not Lego because usually he has a Lego piece. But I was really surprised by this. I love to collect pens. I don't know if you've ever seen any of our series. My dad collected pens. And so I carried along his legacy, and I keep buying these Mont Blanc pens, usually the writer series. So every year they release an author. But last year they finished off one of the regular series they have and replaced it with Masters of Art. And this year they are featuring Vincent van Gogh as their first pen that they're going to feature, which is, cool because we had the Lego Van Gogh out there. I feel like it's a 50th anniversary of the Museum of Van Gogh over in Amsterdam. And so a lot of companies are actually collaborating with Van Gogh. Additionally, also Moleskine, like Moleskine journals. They also have a whole slew of journals that came out. So, of course, I'm sure Mont Blanc wants to tell me, please buy the new pen that's come out. And I'm like, I don't know. I do want it because it is the first, right? Like in my collector's head, I'm like, this would be a great item to add to my collector. And I'm such a collector at heart. But they actually just sent me this beautiful hardcover book of Van Gogh.
Oh, my gosh.
And it's by Taschen.
What's on the inside?
It's all his works, right?
Oh, like
so
a picture.
I love books in general.
Wait, they sent this to you for free?
This is like, if you guys have gift with purchase.
Is this a gift with purchase?
This is a gift with no purchase. What? This is just, please come and buy.
Wait. This means you must have bought a lot of pens to get.
Maybe.
Oh my God, I love it.
Over the years, I mean, like, I visit the store enough, and you get, after a few years, you get to know who the people who sell it. And I don't know, like the Lego store, there's a huge turnover of staff, of course, but Mont Blanc, they usually have the same personnel there for over.
Are you gonna open this or keep it sealed?
I will open it sooner or later, but I mean, Van Gogh has always been one of my favorite authors.
So pretty.
And I know how they do the
nice.
ribbon. I don't want to put it together, but of course it does have like his the street cafe picture in the back. And you know how now it's become very popular for some shows to what do they call it? They project like the works of the artist on the wall. Right. We did the Van Gogh during pandemic. It's in here. So Van Gogh was here, Monet was here, and I think Huntress also did Dali. But now, Dolly's here. Yeah. So, I mean, I love my older guy. He loves art too. So it's something that we really share. But I was really just grateful. Thank you, Mont Blanc, for sending this over. I will open it. I will read it. But again, part of my, I want to keep things pristine. So I'll probably try to borrow this from the library and open their edition. But no, I mean, one of my favorite authors. I don't know in terms of the pen, like I have seen it in the store.
Oh, the Van Gogh pen?
The Van Gogh pen. Okay. And they have different levels of it. And it's a beautiful, again, like Mont Blanc as a creator, like Lego, they really are into high quality products, right? Like the materials and just even like when you carry the weight of one of their pens, like it's just perfectly balanced. Like I can't even explain it. It could look so top.
Do you have any Mont Blanc pens?
I don't think so. My dad does though, I think. I'm pretty sure he does.
My dad always
Maria's dad collected that. That's why she's
I'm kind of like keeping with the legacy and but thank you for the book because I love books and that's my show and tell. I'd open it one day. So but yeah, I think
you'll have to send me the link for that to my Instagram. That
book. For sure. It's his complete paintings. And again, like when I was in Chicago, I didn't get a chance to go to the Art Institute. Like I was basically
it's my favorite.
I have been there in the past, but I think I tried to go on the Saturday when it was the first public day, and I literally got to the front steps, and again I didn't anticipate that the lineup was going to be insane. Last time I went, I literally just walked in. You know what I mean? It was like just an quiet afternoon, and I walked in and I had like a couple of hours. And this time I couldn't believe the lineup. It was just right before there. So, but yes, I know Van Gogh has a number of pieces in that art, but actually one of his more popular self-portrait is in the Museum of Detroit. Like,
cool.
Yeah, it's like, and we used to run marathons once upon a time, so we would go to different cities, and I would always try to visit an art gallery. And Detroit, a lot of the art there was given by the Ford family, right? Because Detroit was car makers and everything. And I literally was speechless when I was walking through the galleries, and I came face to face with one of his famous. And I'm thinking of all the places in the world, how is this in Detroit, right? Like sometimes in my head, you would think it's in Philadelphia or New York or, like not to say anything about Detroit, but I'm like, wow, I didn't see this. Yes, or the Louvre, exactly. So I do try to, my bucket list whenever I visit cities too are finding like what are my favorite artworks out there. And
fellow artists.
Yes, exactly.
That's awesome.
What do you got, Kate?
Oh man,
she's like, I've been showing and telling you everything that I have behind me.
Let's see. Well, I can show you the dinosaur.
Yes, it's so cool.
So, the dinosaur.
So, in terms of dinosaur, I mean, I want to say you are a T-Rex fan, like not the Brontosaurus, not the pterodactyl. Yeah, amazing.
Right.
I would say the T-Rex is probably my favorite.
That's your favorite.
Yes. Do you like all the T-Rex?
Do you buy the Jurassic sets for the dinosaurs?
I buy the dinosaurs separately.
Oh, on Bricklink.
unless I really like the set. I really hope to own the gate one eventually. I don't own that one. I would really like to own that one.
That's a good brick built dinosaur.
And I have the breakout. I haven't built it yet, but I have the breakout. So those are the two. Yeah. And then I got one as a door prize at Cascade one year. So I gave that one. It had it's the one with the gyrosphere one.
Yes.
Yeah, that one was pretty cool too. So
that's
but do you have all the dinosaurs?
The Brachiosaurus is so good. I don't have that one yet. I really do want it. I do want.
But do you have all the other dinosaurs on Bricklink? Like you've gotten.
I have just my favorite. Like I have. I actually don't have a T-Rex. I don't have.
Oh, really? And they've made so many too.
I have a bunch. I have the pterodactyls in all the different colors. I have a lot of the velociraptors in all the different colors.
Yes.
Okay. The one that spits the venom, I always forget what that one's called, but that one, I love that one too. So like I have that one.
Or
Diplosaurus.
Diplo something.
Yeah.
And all the babies. I love the baby ones.
Yeah, the baby ones are
so cute.
Yeah.
That's so funny that you say you like love dinosaurs. Like what's it called? In the 80s, encyclopedias were, I don't know, a thing. My parents had encyclopedias, and I had a Charlie Brown encyclopedia set for kids.
Okay.
And I remember I was just obsessed with volume 4, and it was just dinosaurs.
Oh.
I think of all, like each one was like a theme, like I think one was like nature, one was like, mammals, and you can tell like the volume 4 was the most read. Like I went through each one. I had stickers. And I just, again, similar to you, love dinosaurs. Always take my kids to museums. And
we went to Maria went to the museum recently, and they had furry dinosaurs. Have you seen the furry dinosaurs?
Well, they're saying that now, feathers. Right?
Yes,
yeah, and in the new movie, most of them have the feathers.
Who's not to dispute that if all of our creatures nowadays are feathered, furred, or however, but it is quite mind-blowing to see this vision, or the fact that dinosaurs are also multicolored, right? They're not just the gray or the brown or the green.
Well, that's why I did that.
Yes.
Yes.
I chose the colors based on that. So like you can see the different colors.
Yes. Lime in there. Yeah.
And again, right? Like why? But again, just the evolution of our better understanding of how dinosaurs could be. That is so cool.
There's a little baby velociraptor.
Oh, I love it. As we're like both like peeking in.
You're showing us the secrets.
I am. I'm showing you the secrets or the other secrets.
Cool, right? The artist
the fork.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, okay.
And the bone.
Yeah, the bone.
Oh, the bone.
Let's see. Where's the other one? Here's the star. Hidden in the, and then there's always a monkey kid or a Ninjago something. So this one's a monkey kid, spider demon, spider queen tile.
Yeah.
And then here's the dinosaur egg.
I love how you use all those
Wow.
circles right
And
there. That's so cool.
my kids have named her Karen. They know I love The Office so much, and her name is Pam, the big dinosaur.
Oh, I love it.
So Karen and Pam, but
Yeah.
you can kind of see. So this looks different every time. I build it.
Yeah,
Gonna
you
build
just
it, layer it on. You know.
I see the Disney castle there. Are you gonna get the new one?
I would sell
I'm the
this
same
one
way.
to get the new one, honestly, because I like the coloring of the new
colors.
one better.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Lego, how you ruin our
The new one looks
purchases.
a lot better than the old one.
I agree. And just the pink, I don't know
Yeah.
what it is, but I'm like, it's perfect. Like, it's just,
I agree.
It's perfect. And
the contrast is so much better, right? Like it's
would
stunning.
agree.
Like
And you get Snow White.
I know.
Yeah, you get Snow White.
There's
all
Snow
these minor
White.
things.
You get like 2 of the princes, which you never really got
Yeah.
before. So I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah.
I always like kind of wondered that, like, hi, princes are people too. Like, why don't they get to be mini pigs? Like,
don't make them minor characters, but no, that's
right?
cool.
Like they only like save the day all the time and everything. It's fine.
That's right.
But I have the girl, the boy and the girl, if you want to see her.
Oh,
too.
sure.
Yeah.
They're wrapped, but they're
wrapped.
But
in the saran wrap.
Oh, whoa.
What a good idea.
That is so cool. Oh my gosh. It reminds, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. I love it. Like, this is it, right? Because it's a larger scope, you can curve the lines. You can create.
Yeah.
Just this one's neat because you can do this.
I know, Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie direction.
This way. Cool. This way looks nice, I think, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this way the best. This one's my favorite.
Yeah. Oh, that's
this
awesome.
One's fun.
Now, is this an ordered commission piece?
No, this is a Liechtenstein as well.
No, but is someone purchasing it from you?
No, it's for Kate.
It's
for her.
That one.
Oh,
and then this one is also.
Yeah, it's the same style. Yeah.
Yes.
And then this one's going to be my new one. So this is a good show and tell. This is non-Lego.
Oh.
So I drew this one. So this is
you drew that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
What medium is that
in
that
terms
you drew?
Of calling, right?
This is simple, actually colored pencil, paint, and Sharpie.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so good.
So this is going to be my next.
Comic.
Yeah, it's going to be my next Liechtenstein. So I haven't done a war one since Wham, so I'm going to do this one next.
Yeah. So. No, that looks amazing. Yeah. It's funny. Like I've always drawn since I was little as well. And I would have loved to get into art. I think I did an art class every single year in high school, but my parents would be like, nope, you got to go into science. Yeah. So that's fine. Right. Like it's always, and my home is full of art stuff. Like I have art supplies. I have pushed my kid into that creative, the creative outlet, right? Like, yes, do sports, yes, do school. You got to have art in your life.
Our eldest is in
industrial design. Art. Like he's in industrial design. Cool. And I'm like, like you got to try to embrace what you love.
Yeah.
But it's funny, like my last maternity leave, and that baby is now 9 years old. That was when I started to get into my channel, the Brick Zapper, and I was doing a lot of speed draws of Lego characters.
Awesome. Yeah.
And it's just the fact that I had time. Right.
Yeah. This was 2014, 2015.
Yes. And I think I had drawn like almost, I don't know, over 50 different art pieces. Yeah. And I still have them in a sketchbook somewhere, but like, I wish I want to go back. It's like I was so invested in Copic markers at that time. Like I was really playing around with just how markers blend with each other. But in high school, I was really into like chalk pastels, just the whole blending part. And I always have this vision, like when like there's a lot of, for example, Disney artists who will take a character and try to spin off their own spiel to it. And I'm so tempted to do something like that with Lego.
You should.
It's
You
just a matter of
should.
time, right? And it's like, when should I start, right? And I feel like I should just dive into it.
Tomorrow. Well, you're going on
tomorrow.
vacation tomorrow. You're going on
Maybe.
vacation.
I mean, I always bring a
So,
sketch
when you
little
get-
Now you
piece
have
with
something
me.
to do. You
Yeah,
have something to
how
do
to
on the resort.
conceptualize this. But when I see art like yours, I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. I'm
This is
so
her Brick World
inspired.
Chicago. So because
Yeah.
we go to Brick World Chicago, we get inspired by the Lego, and she sees
Yay.
art. She gets
Yeah, I get so inspired by
Okay,
art.
that
And I
makes
mean,
me so
yours is
happy.
next level for me. So, you know.
Oh,
Is
well,
it yours?
if you
Yeah.
books, before one more thing, but
Yes,
if you
yes.
like books,
I love
This-
books. I could have
this
been the
book.
brick booker. No, but that's a different
Right.
Brick worker.
this is a book
Oh,
I came across.
I have this. Yes,
It's
beautiful Lego.
You have that?
Beautiful.
So insane. And it's the dark one. The first one was a bit more colorful, right? Like that was
It's
the
so good.
but this
it's
is
just like
nuts.
all the different
know.
artists and
I
yeah,
know.
highly recommend.
I do love this
Highly.
book.
A lot of
I do
inspiration.
love this book.
Yeah,
It's
lots
so-
of inspiration.
crazy. It's crazy.
It's
going
so
through this.
beautiful. It's so.
So is there
pretty.
what year did this one come out? And is there
I
a
want to
three?
say 8 years
It's-
ago.
So three.
Yeah, this
volume
one's
3 might
a
be
little
coming out soon.
older.
It's a little older. I remember. I think I
They
got it
have
for
planes
Christmas.
and car. I mean, they have
Yes.
all different types of.
Yes.
stuff
Looks
in
like
here.
Batman.
But this is it. It's
It
like when
is.
when a book
Yeah.
like this is compiled with the artists that are here, I'm like, where are those artists, right?
Right?
Like,
I'm like,
I'm
I want
like,
to
how-
meet you.
where are you? How come you're
This
not in
one's
Brickworld
fun.
Chicago?
Right?
Look at that. Like,
Octopus, yeah.
it's
Yeah,
nuts.
but this is the book, so if people
Yes.
want to get it, it's
It is
beautiful.
beautiful. Just stunning. But even like watching Brick Masters,
Yeah,
I don't know how they come up with those things.
like
Yeah.
like that too.
Like that.
They're just
And I
like,
know
oh
they
yeah,
have,
we're
like-
doing that. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
I know they have like 10 hours or whatever, but we
Yeah.
met one and he actually was so kind to speak to
What's
us.
this?
His last name is
Sam. Was it
yeah,
Sam?
Sam
Hatmaker?
Hatmaker.
Oh, Sam Hatmaker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's so
Yeah.
lovely. He's just a wonderful story
very
that he
lovely.
shared with us and everything. And I'm like, okay, do you guys like really trick us and saying that you have 10 hours, but you really have a whole week to work,
Yeah.
on this? He's like, nope, we have 10 hours. And
Like,
I mean,
it's
they will
crazy.
partition it, right? Like you can work for
Yeah.
3 hours
Yeah,
and you go and sleep and
They break it up.
reconceptualize, but you really just have 10 hours to work on
Yeah.
this Lego. And I'm just, I can't. It's amazing what comes out of that show, right?
It's
They really
really
push
amazing.
boundaries. So,
Yeah.
oh, is it your show and tell? Is it yours?
Oh,
Yay.
All right, so I'm on Echo. I only built one thing, but on
The Hocus Pocus.
the Hocus Pocus.
Oh, cool. Oh, yay. I'm excited.
And I
to see
love this set.
Yay.
I do love this set.
So the minifigures are cool.
Awesome.
We get the Bette Midler
Yeah.
Mhm.
minifigure.
Oh, her hairpiece is like
Yeah,
on
the
point.
hairpiece is really good.
It could almost be like the Princess Leia when she's
Yeah,
a senior Princess
almost,
Leia.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Right?
And then look at this hairpiece. So this is I don't know her name but it's like a witch
Oh,
hat.
wow.
Oh,
That's
Her,
cool.
hair, her hairpiece is like a witch hat.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She's the girl from Sister Act.
Yes.
She was one
Yeah.
of the nuns in Sister Act.
Yes.
And then we have the
Sarah
Sarah
Jessica
Jessica
Parker's.
Parker.
Oh, yeah. She's so wonderful.
And you can even see she has all the makeup on her face, just like
Yeah.
in the movie.
Yeah.
Her
So
hairpiece is
those
great,
are
too.
cool.
Yeah. I know. Well, this is it. Like when we first got into Lego, like I was obsessed with minifigs. Like I just
Yeah.
couldn't believe the amount of character, and we
Yeah.
would try to make even our mocks of it. But now there's like so many that's come up over the years that it leaves like less and less to the imagination, right? Like when you have a hot dog man,
Yeah, right?
you're
So
like,
we get
what?
this cool creepy gate.
Oh, nice.
Comes with a cool creepy gate.
I do love a lot of the Halloweeny sets of Lego,
too.
right? Like the haunted
Me
houses that's
too.
come up, or
Yeah.
But I didn't even realize that it was like a 360 house.
Wow,
Yes,
So
yeah.
it's cool.
So
like it's
great.
but the
all the way
it's
around.
all stickers, right? Like the door is a sticker.
I think the door is a
See how like
sticker.
the top paneling over the doorway is a bit like it's crooked? Did they
Mhm.
tell you to put it crookedly?
Yeah, like I,
Yeah.
I followed the instructions. Even this,
Like that's what I mean. All
Even
this
this
Even
right
that.
crookedly, right?
they make it
Yeah.
crooked.
I like it, though.
one-
It gives that
Mhm.
spooky vibe.
Mhm.
One of the play features is when you spin the
Oh,
wheel here.
wow. Yeah.
The smoke.
Oh, that's
kind
cool. I
of, the
love
smoke
it.
pops up and down.
And we both like,
So that's cool.
We're like, yay.
what piece is this? It's
They're
from
like
Monkey
little
Kid?
clouds. Yeah,
But
they're like
from
monkey kid.
But they're like
clouds.
a
I
different
love
color,
that
right? Like
piece.
they're now
I
purple.
love that piece.
Bricklink.
See, this is it. How many of these pieces can you get? There's like 2 on this in this set.
I already like legit just locked that into my mind. Like
Yeah.
that just inspired me. I'm using that.
It might be
piece.
like
I'm
in
going to.
Yeah.
like
I locked
is
it
that,
in here.
the Lego pick a brick online thing. Maybe it might end up being there.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then it opens. But does
It
it does it spread? No.
I
No.
think if I do this,
Oh wow.
you can,
Did you see
can
that?
see the inside
Yeah.
of the light.
Oh my gosh, look at this. I didn't see this yet. Look at the hanging
they have like the
gallows.
the cages.
Oh my god, I want a gallows. I'm very dark. I don't know if
I'm very
you
dark
have-
too.
Your flashlight on?
I don't know if
People
you've ever
are-
heard of the Mutter Museum in Philadelphia. Mutter. It has all sorts of collection of
Spooky.
strange anatomies, like the
I like it. I would
bones
totally
of
do that.
bones of what's it called when you're conjoined twins, for example,
Yeah. Mhm.
or like a saponified mummies. Like
I would be
there's
so into that.
so. Anyways, there's a bit of a controversy right now because there's a call to close down this museum, and it's been there
Oh.
for years and years, and it's part of the American Medical Board.
Yeah,
but some
association,
people
yeah.
find that the content is disturbing, and so there's a call out there to please save the Mutter Museum. Please save the Mutter Museum. I'm a fan.
So I'm not
sure.
sure about I forget about the movie if this was like a store on the bottom floor, but it looks like some sort of like store or museum because they have these stanchions up
the
here.
gate.
Yeah, if Josh is
So-
still in the chat, he would know. He
And then
did a little bit of
this
a
like
mock
stuff.
on that. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's
So-
cool.
Yeah.
charging.
See, I do love how more and more these Lego sets have progressively
Yeah.
taken it to the next level, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Not just a fun build. Like this is a cool. Like I love this. I didn't even realize this happened. I'm just pulling your Lego apart now. Like I love the fact. I love
Yeah,
the
this
room.
reminds me of the
That's
A-frame
cool.
A-frame cabin.
Yeah.
How the
And
A-frame cabin opens.
they did that a little bit. It doesn't open that way as much in the blacksmith, but it kind of has that feel.
Oh
to
yes,
it,
yes.
too.
Does that open but the chimney's in the way?
Yeah, I thought it did because when I was building it, it did. But then this part here is blocking it now.
But I just like
So
that.
I think it's just supposed to be here. This
Mhm.
opens up.
Oh, that's so awesome.
The
So Josh
playability.
said that modern day it becomes a museum, the house.
Oh,
so like
okay.
the second movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
it's
then
so
there's-
cool.
This opens up too. So yeah,
That's a cool idea.
I was excited to get this. Most people at the Lego store
We're
were
getting
getting
the
the Disney
Disney.
castle.
Mhm.
Nick was the only one.
I
who
was
got
getting Hocus Pocus.
Oh, yeah.
And
no, I
of
get
course,
that.
it came out July 1st, but our stores were closed for Canada Day, right? So
Yeah.
he had
Mhm.
to line up on the
Oh
following
yeah. And
day.
so it came with this guy, the infamous
Your-
set that's
Oh,
always
yes.
That's
Yes, yes.
this.
yes.
Did you know this
Oh,
sold
I
out
want
in
the new
12
camera.
hours?
Really?
Sold out in 12
It sold out
hours.
like that.
It's not a
yeah.
gift with purchase.
Gift with
It
purchase.
Oh, it
is.
is a gift with
Yeah.
purchase. Okay.
But they only make a certain
But yeah.
number of them, and they were
was
gone.
saying-
And
Oh my gosh. And
the
it's
camera
not.
Take the-
feature is
the
so
writing
cool.
off.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
and it's not just you didn't just have to buy like the Disney castle for this Disney.
It was like 100 something.
It was 100. Yeah, I think it was just 100. I'm pretty sure
Oh.
150
I think it-
maybe.
Yeah, in
Wasn't too
Canada,
bad.
Canada a bit more. So like maybe
Oh, wow.
100 US.
Like in
150.
total boxes. Are these boxes
No,
numbered?
like dollars. in
Oh,
order
to
get
dollars.
purchase.
this.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
But they're
Yeah,
basically
Josh just built his. He's in the chat right now. He built his like a couple days ago, and he was showing me the projector will actually display the actual
Oh.
film real.
Oh,
like
like
it's
this.
like
No.
it's so cool.
Now you have to
It
play
is
this.
so
Now you have to
cool.
build
How
it.
does
I feel
that
like Nick was going to leave
work?
this in box.
I didn't
It's-
even open it.
It's yeah, it's just the picture that gets projected from the light
Oh.
brick.
But is the-
it is
Is
so
the
neat
picture inside here?
in there. Mhm.
Oh.
Oh, that's
yeah.
interesting. I wonder if you can switch out different pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder that would be
Besides-
cool too. It's
'Cause
like
what
a
is
whole
this?
new feature. Zapper, right? Like if they start doing that, like that would be very neat.
Wow.
Well, we'll see something in news that you can use that'll be cool too with the the new set that I don't even know if Maria's seen it yet.
Nope.
You haven't seen the new Disney
camera?
Set?
No.
Okay.
Oh, no, I have with the reel,
beautiful.
right?
With the
yeah.
reel,
I just
Oh my
saw it.
God.
I think Rob.
It's-
I think somebody posted it, but
It's
or maybe
so beautiful.
yes.
Oh my gosh.
I know, Lego. Can you
It's
stop
like-
making so beautiful things?
right? I'm like, I still need to get Rivendell, friends. Like,
yes.
come on
Oh
now.
my gosh, I know.
Good Lord.
No. Every year I feel
Are you gonna get Rivendell?
That's gonna be because my birthday's so close to Christmas. I usually buy
okay, very
myself
nice.
like a solid set
Yes.
at that time.
very cool.
So that's what I'm going for. Like I'm gonna just save up all my points until then. I just
Do you have somewhere to display it?
The new market. So that's my next
Oh,
build because I love Ninjago. But Lord of the Rings is probably my favorite trilogy, favorite movies. All of it. And yeah.
Do you have like a big Lego room? Because I only see whenever I see you, I see this.
I switch these out a lot, like behind me.
So where would you put Rivendell? Because that's kind of expensive.
I'm getting the new pack shelving. So they actually go up to up here. So you get an extra, but they're deeper. So like you can almost tier them inside.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get a lot more space that way. I'm gonna put my ships. So I have like the Ninjago bounty right here, and then I have the sea cow behind me.
Yes.
No. Yeah. Other way, that way. The sea cow's down there. I'm gonna put that.
The sea cow's great.
Up here on this shelf, like where
Right.
you can't see it.
Okay.
And then put my more castle stuff. Like I have some old school castle builds.
So
here.
you're not venturing into any other rooms or anything.
Nick's trying to venture to
I have all my modulars are in the living room. Like we have cubbies like next to the TV, and so we have all the modular, and it looks pretty cool that way. And like they fit perfectly into the cubby boxes, so that's where those are. And then we have a little not a lot of Star Wars, but like I like the sculptural builds. So those are in the droids and stuff. So those are on another shelf in the living room.
Nice.
So we're
we're
nerdy family.
Hello.
We're nerdy family.
Nice to meet you, nerdy family. We are your other nerdy family.
All right, it's that time for the next one.
It's time for news you can use.
Third.
All right.
Third sectional.
Set it up. Set everything up.
So this is it. Like news you can use is of course created by Alan the Brick Fan, and we've met him before at Philly Brick Fest. But I'm surprised he doesn't go to like the large like Chicago, like Brickmart Chicago conventions. We weren't sure, right? But in terms of coverage, he will mention that it's happened, and I guess he just gets his material from other social media users as well.
Yeah.
But we thought it was so fun to like see him. Since we use a lot of his news and letting people know, please buy more Lego. Who knows?
All right. News that you can use. Thanks to Alan the Brick Fan.
Oh, fun.
All right. So, I didn't see this. So, Lego ideas.
Cool.
The working Lego bicycle.
That's cool. What did they use for the tires?
This is like a speed bike.
Yeah,
I know.
You know how speed bikes have like the thin tires?
Oh wow.
A road bike, you mean?
Yeah, like a road, like the road speed bike. But how big is this?
Interesting.
It looks, I don't know.
Oh, these are cylinders for the water.
Yeah.
If this is a picnic like table plank,
it's gonna
pretty
be
sizable. It's pretty sizable, like this, right?
Yeah.
But look at this metal piece. That's not Lego.
I don't know. Is this just
I don't know.
CGI?
What pieces are these? Interesting.
Yeah.
Seems like Lego's gonna have to make new things.
Very nice lines.
950 pieces.
That's it. Wow. Yeah. Then it's smaller. It's gonna be.
Or is
probably
this the real? Okay, no. I was like, is that a real bike? And then the Lego bike.
Right.
Yeah. Lego Masters behind the brick panel.
Oh, at
Mm.
San Diego
When is
Comic
this
Con.
happening? July 21st?
July
Is
21st.
this some? Yeah, I was gonna say it's coming up.
Have you been? Because you were from San Diego.
No, it's
San
like a
Francisco.
bucket list thing for me.
Oh my
It
God,
is
us too.
definitely
We're
a
just
bucket
like-
list.
But you're
Yeah.
so much closer than us. Oh my God.
Is there a Comic Con in your area, like an Oregon Comic Con?
There, Josh will know. It's Emerald City. There's one
Oh,
in
cool.
Seattle.
Okay.
I definitely want to go to that one eventually too.
I have
I'm
heard
super
Emerald
comic book
City.
nerdy that way. So
Oh,
and
okay.
X-Men, yes. I'm sorry. Yes. Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna nerd out right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Are you a
how I
fan of
feel about
this?
this. And well,
Yeah, me too.
I
When I first saw it, I was
love
like,
X-Men.
I wasn't sure about
I'm
the
not
blue,
sure if I
but
like
then
this. So
I feel like his blue is a
So-
little bit different, or it just looks too flat.
it's
right?
how
Like
it
his-
looks, because see how his hands are blue?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it needs yellow somehow too, because when I think of Wolverine, I think about
Yeah.
yellow.
with his
I
yellow,
would
But it's
ring
not-
with the glove.
But it's not in his glove. But they could
Mhm.
still. I don't know. It doesn't. It seems like it's like a. What is it? Captain America? Then all of a sudden has
It's
like.
not speaking to you.
Yeah.
well, to
I
me,
probably
it's the
won't get
gauntlet.
this.
It's the gauntlet hand, and then they stuck
Yeah,
claws on it and turned
Yes.
it blue. Like that's kind of how
That's
I'm
right.
looking at it.
I see it
Like
right now.
I
Looking
think
at their gauntlet hand.
people are
Yeah.
gonna remock this like no one's business. I think they're going to kind of make it their own. And it gives it a chance to do that, which I really like because it's not
That's true.
flashy.
That's
So,
true.
and for the price, I bet you it's perfect, right? Like you get it, you remock it to the way you want it to be. So that's
Mhm.
kind of nice about it. I would also add the gold myself or the yellow, little tints, like not too much, but just enough where you're like, yes, that's Wolverine, right?
Yeah. yeah.
Exactly.
But I've collected like
agree.
all of the figs
Yes.
so
Yeah.
far.
Okay.
And like I
Yes.
even have some of the
Yeah.
custom ones from like Eclipse
Yeah.
graphics and
We need
Firestar
like a
Toys and
CMF,
stuff.
an excellent
Totally.
CMF
Oh
series,
my God.
right?
Yes.
Soon,
Yes.
Lego, are you
that.
listening to us? Yeah.
100%.
What is this piece here? Is this a piece or is it
I think is it like
two pieces? Is this a snot and a piece on it? Because I don't
I think it's
recognize
a snot
this
and
piece.
then a
Yeah.
piece on it.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Because probably. I just don't see the line here. But
Yeah, no, it just looks flat to me. Just
Oh, a
too
Magneto, like-
monochromatic. Yeah.
Yeah. They should do the helmets like they're saying in the chat.
oh,
Yeah.
Magneto.
100% Magneto
Yeah.
helmet would be
Yes.
epic.
Yes.
Epic.
Yes.
So, yes, I fully agree with that.
Oh, the tire. So Paul says the tires on the bike
Oh.
were a Technic piece. Okay, that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the tires are.
Sure.
But I'm talking about the metal part, like
The-
where
Yeah,
the
the little
brakes,
gear.
The gear where you
Little
change
gear
gears.
one.
or
Yeah,
even
it's
I think they're
metal.
brakes. Like
yeah, the brakes are here.
no,
Oh,
not the
okay.
hand brakes, but the
No, but the brakes in the wheel are here.
yeah,
Yeah.
a magnet.
Oh. What is that?
It's Rogue.
Oh, you got a Rogue?
Oh.
Yeah.
Was that a Chicago?
Bricks. No, it was a birthday present this year.
Oh.
I
That's
love
cool.
her.
Yeah.
And then
That's
this
legit
one is-
Lego.
Yeah, this is
Oh.
Eclipse Graphics
Yeah.
Beast.
Eclipse
Yes.
Graphics, yeah, Beast.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nice,
God, I love that
nice.
whole series of cartoons growing up. Saturday
me
mornings,
too.
11
It's my
a.m.
favorite.
I
thing
would watch it
ever.
over and over and over again.
Yeah. me too.
Gambit, why did that storyline not keep going?
Right, I agree. I
See, before
even
this
have
whole like
been in this realm of the X-Men, so
Yeah.
before
Totally
this whole
agree
like
about it.
Iron, you know how like with the Avenger, like the whole Iron
Mhm.
Man and Captain America.
Oh, Nightcrawler. Yeah.
I just knew about the X-Men.
Yes.
I didn't know about Iron Man and
Yeah.
all
Me
this.
too.
other-
I
I
would
just
agree.
knew the X-Men.
Yeah, it was the only one I watched. Yeah, and a little Spider-Man. I would do Spider-Man and
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Nightcrawler.
And now everybody's like in
Nightcrawler.
each other's universes all the time.
Yeah.
And just like, okay, I'm my mind can't take so much.
Well,
But-
I
yeah.
like at the end of Endgame, right, where like everyone's coming out of the portal to like help, and
Yeah.
I was like, this is it. they're gonna come out of the portal. They're gonna
No.
like
Imagine
Professor
oh my
X
God.
and like all the X-Men are just gonna like even just one
Yeah.
of them. Like even
Yeah.
if just one of them came out, I would have been like, yes, okay, here we
Yes.
go.
What was
they're
the
doing
movie
this.
we saw Professor X in a movie recently?
It was Doctor
What was it?
Strange.
Doctor Strange, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was
Yeah.
good. It was a good little
But this is
teaser.
it because we are so invested in so many different characters. When we do see them
Mhm.
make just a little tiny cameo, we're like,
Mhm.
right?
Like, it's happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like when He-Man and She-Ra come together in the same universe, just even
Yes.
for like a second.
Yeah.
right?
We get all excited, then the hardcores are like, calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down.
I know
Yeah.
they're like, it's not even a thing. Like, what are
Yes.
you doing? And I'm like,
And
I can make it a thing. I can be excited. It's fine.
I know.
We just want to be entertained.
Yeah.
Lego
Right.
VIP Days coming soon. What is this? Lego VIP Days.
VIP days.
So
Oh,
their days,
it's
their days
reward
typically that like they're like the
Gotcha.
first through the third, like before like let's say the Ninjago markets, right, was really
Mhm.
released on June 4th, for example. But like if
Mhm.
you're a VIP member, you can buy it in those first 3 days before
Yes.
Right.
everybody else.
Right.
And there's usually some kind of VIP promo or like those
So
little
this one's
rides
coming
that they're
out,
making,
yeah.
That's
right?
cool.
Like you can use your
Bricktober.
points. Oh, that's the new ride. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. I don't have this one yet. This is the only one.
I love the dragon one. That's
Yeah.
the one
Yeah,
that I
dragon's
would
fun.
want to get. Yeah.
Back to
Yeah, they had the space one and the pirate one also.
Mm-hmm.
Dreams, come to Ninjago.
I guess Alan's going to that.
Oh, did you see this? So this is like a fan
No.
vote. There's like 5 different
Panels? Like-
things. So
Oh, cool.
this is one, The Sorcerer's Apprentice
Yes.
by
Mhm.
Brick Stability. So that's cool. They have the
I love the water splash and everything. The brooms from the
That's really
Sorcerer's
pretty.
Apprentice.
the brooms.
Mhm.
It's a nice one.
Apprentice. That's a good one.
Then we have this one, Disney Magic.
Okay. That's more like a
So we got
conglomerate of the happy
The
anniversary.
big his
Yeah.
snout is a little off, but I like
Yeah.
how they did the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they
That
just
is
have all the
cool.
characters. We have Belle finally in here.
Oh.
I don't know if they'll actually
Oh,
give us a
fun.
Belle.
Yeah.
We haven't
True.
gotten a Belle
That's
yet.
fair.
This one's nice. This one's
Oh,
nice.
that's
cool. On a
cool.
cushion pin or
Tinkerbell.
a pedal. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
That is very lovely.
This reminds me of
I
the
like
jazz, like the jazz
Yeah.
club
Yes.
figures.
Yeah.
I could almost envision another artist creating a bunch of Disney
Mhm.
characters like this,
Mhm.
like this
Me too.
style.
Yeah, yeah.
Me
That
too.
would be cool. Oh my goodness.
No face.
This is nice.
Like the bangs covering her
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
I'm okay with the no face thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Oh,
like-
this is
Dumbo.
that's lovely
cute.
too.
Yeah.
And this one looks like you can
Who are
crank.
these
You can
great
move it.
artists? Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Oh, like you can crank it.
the
and
ears
it's probably
will-
going to flap.
They
the ears
took
will
the Hedwig model, I bet.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's
and
right.
did it
That's
yeah.
right.
off
That's
of
right.
that.
It looks like a ride, like you could probably sit
Yeah.
someone here.
hmm
Mhm.
Oh, very nice. So,
So
when
I know-
do you know the vote to who wins?
I think now it's open to the public, right? You go on and
yeah,
vote. Yeah.
now until July 20th,
Okay.
and then they're gonna choose a
Oh,
winner,
cool.
and then I
That's
guess
October 1st.
it becomes a set for us to buy.
Okay.
So I know a couple more people that were in the top. I think they chose 50 builds or something.
Oh, is
Like,
this the one where Tanjam was
Yeah.
was
Wow.
also
he was in it?
okay?
He was in
Yes.
the top 18 actually.
Oh,
Like he made it like
wow.
to the top with his very cool vignettes, right?
Yeah, those were cool.
Like
We had
that- that was so
the
cool.
Mickey face. Yeah.
And then I know Brick Snaps Martin, his carriage that's on his castle, like
Oh, it
where
was
you
part of it.
to sell,
Mhm.
like there was a carriage where you buy. It's true to real life. So if you go to the LA Disneyland,
Yeah.
there's like a carriage right outside of the castle where you can
Yeah.
buy like a princess hat or like a
Oh, yes,
wand or like
yes,
whatever
yes.
it is. And like that was his build. So
Oh,
it was more like a
cool.
carnival type,
Yeah.
amusement park style. So his was in there too. And I think a couple other people as well. It was really neat. It was such a great idea.
Okay.
And
Yep.
Nice.
Bambi.
Sweet.
very sweet.
Look at the little birds. Oh my
I
gosh.
know.
I'm like, did they
That's very
make those
cute.
specifically as little birds?
I think
or are
we
they
have
built
bird-
those?
Those are I think
Who are
those
those
are
birds?
those aren't new. I think those are maybe a new
Oh,
color, but
Yeah.
oh Bambi's so
Yeah.
cute. Oh my god.
That is a good one. Wow, these are great. My goodness, I
Yeah,
don't know which
they're
one I
great.
would vote for.
I like the Tinkerbell personally.
It's just nice.
But these are
so simple.
we don't
and
have
clean.
brown ball joints like this.
Oh,
No, and we don't have any
is
Bambi, which would be nice.
Yes.
Like I
Oh,
think that would be
Bambi.
nice.
Oh, Bambi's coming in the new set though.
Oh, really?
Oh,
you'll
is he?
see. You'll
Okay.
see. Bambi and Dumbo.
Oh, that would be nice too.
Looking for brick bill.
Brick
What
film
is this?
creators.
Oh, for
Oh,
films.
films.
Oh.
Mhm.
Brick films. 5 videos, 2 minutes each.
Deadline to enter is end of the month.
This I heard about this. They're talking about
Mock
this on
pop-up
London
store.
Calling.
Okay.
So the Bricklink sets that didn't make the
Yeah.
I guess that weren't made, they're put into this program now where if someone wants a set, it creates like a wish list,
Okay.
and then it tells you which Bricklink stores will source out the pieces.
That's cool.
But it also like takes it from Lego Pick a Brick online as well.
Okay.
So it's a system that they're making up for this. So it's called
Very nice.
pop-up stores. So it's interesting. It's a pilot, I guess, that will run from August 29th until November. So see. Oh, so this is the one.
Oh, there it
This
is.
one.
Yes.
Oh, my
Okay.
So
that's
here.
good.
Wow.
Oh, Bambi. Oh, cute.
We get a Bambi and we get a Dumbo. Our first ever.
And Tim,
cute.
and you get Disney too.
And
Yeah,
Disney,
first
Walt.
Disney.
Mhm.
Walt as Walt. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so how do they make these reels like this?
So I think they're like the vinyl
film.
pieces.
They
And
must
they're
be
just
stickers.
They're
They have to
printed.
be.
Oh.
No, I heard they weren't.
Oh.
They don't. People don't think they're stickers. They're just like a print on the
So it's
vinyl
gonna
piece.
be quite like a
Oh, on the
rare
vinyl. Okay, that
item.
makes more
You
sense.
know how they,
Yeah.
like the sales. Sometimes they make the
Mhm.
sales out of the vinyl.
Okay, that makes more sense, and it would have that material, so that's cool.
And
That's
when
very
is this
cool.
released?
I think September 1st.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Wow, that's
So,
beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It would look nice right there where you're.
Yes.
I was just thinking that. I was like, right there, right there.
Well, I have the Mickey and Minnie, and then it came with like a little
cool.
a smaller camera, so we
Mhm.
can kind of like get rid of the smaller camera and
Oh,
replace
but
it
like
with
look
this.
at the
bigger
detail, like
one.
even like the area. If you have the camera stand where you actually make an adjustment to the height, like there's again, Lego's so good at like just attention to detail
has a
and then trying
100.
to incorporate it so well.
Well,
And
Lego is
even this kind of
definitely-
design.
They're
is so
known
good.
for like hiding future sets hints.
Oh, Easter eggs.
Previous,
Yeah.
sets.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Are there
like
Easter eggs in
one-
this reel?
I was gonna say there has to be. At
I see
least one.
Jungle Book. I see
Robin
There
Hood.
has to be at least one in
don't know
there
what-
that's gonna be like a future.
I don't know what
set,
that
right?
is.
But like you said, in the previous
Alice.
mini sculptural set, there's the mini camera, right? They probably knew then that they were going to
Oh,
make this,
yeah. That's true.
So
And
interesting.
then what was
And
the
then you
other?
would-
There was a Harry Potter one. Okay, so that's right. So on the main hall of the previous Harry Potter sets, where like you can buy the different parts of the castle, right? And then you can put
Yes.
them together. So the main hall one, this was like 3 or 4 years ago. If you look on that box in the background, it's the silhouette of the clock tower set. And it hadn't been announced yet. They hadn't talked about it yet, but it is like perfectly like silhouetted in the back on the box. So if you guys have that
Interesting.
set, go check it out, because I was like,
wow.
there it is.
Amazing.
Wait, did someone tell you that, or you figured that out
No,
yourself?
I figured it out.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I
Good
saw
for
it. And I was
Nice,
like, I bet you
nice.
that's the next one. And then when it came out, I was like, yep.
Called it.
There it is. Yeah.
That's
Oh, so the lens comes off too,
Yeah.
and then you see like the 4 little
that's
small
neat.
lenses. So,
No.
and apparently,
What's
I think
inside? Like when you open
you
it,
can
sort
fit
of like
him. You can. There's a
medially.
picture. You can fit Walt.
Him
oh, there's a
inside?
picture here.
Oh, cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw in a different picture. He's sitting in there.
Oh, wow.
So-
Yeah. That's well done.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really well done. Very well done.
Oh, the Very Hungry Caterpillar. I
Oh,
have
that's
to,
cute too.
That is cute. I have a
That's
friend
very
whose
cute.
little boy is absolutely obsessed with the caterpillar, so I should.
I didn't know there were different fruits.
Yes, I read this book every single day in Delight of the Moon.
To the
little,
kids, not for yourself.
Hayden. So I mean,
Yeah.
when I feel
This
like-
wasn't around when we were little, right?
No, Eric Carl.
Was
Was
it?
it around? Maybe the 80s.
Okay.
I think it was there, but like not when, I wasn't read this, but
Yeah.
different personality, our boys, but our third guy was so obsessed with this book. We read it every single day. every single night, and it's cute because you put your fingers through the fruits, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do
Yes.
remember that then.
And
That's
so,
very
and then
cute.
this
Yeah.
is eating the healthy stuff, but then he has also the, when he got sick, he ate the hot dogs and the
Oh, these are all
ice
brick
cream.
built.
Oh,
That's
they're
cool.
brick
Those
built.
are cool.
That's fun.
I like it. I like when they make these shapes out of
Yeah.
Yeah.
the different curves that
It'd
we
be
have.
cool if they had made a book of Lego, and then you could actually
That's
panel
next
it,
level.
panel it out. Okay,
Like-
I know how big is this thing?
You
Panel
just
it
like
out.
give some people like a whoa, I want to do that.
Yes. Yeah.
So here's another vote.
Future gift with purchase sets.
Yeah.
Look at the cards. It reminds me of like Alice in Wonderland. What
So
is
we
that?
have like a
Oh.
garden. We have like a library,
Mhm.
piano.
I want to say stork, but it's not a stork.
It's a swan, right? Or
But why is he
Yeah.
writing on it? And there's like a marker beside it.
I don't know.
I don't know what this
pencil.
whole and a pencil, like the concept. Oh, Mother Goose? No,
Oh, maybe Mother Goose.
I don't know.
We have like a little micro,
Mhm.
a hot tub. Wait,
Flowers.
what's the theme? Is it just random stuff?
I think it's just
I
random. It looks
think-
random.
Yeah,
Seems
yeah.
random. Flower van.
I was into little montages
Oh,
like
the
this.
cards are cool.
Yes,
I like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, I like the cards.
A tarot reader, a card reader.
This is just like a
Another
garden.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
Oh,
like
that's
that
nice.
one.
Okay,
I like that one.
Is this the one you'd
Not
vote for?
partial at all. For
I like that one
birthday.
and the one. I like that one too.
Yes.
This is nice too.
Oh, that is
yeah,
very
yeah,
nice.
yeah. I do like
Yes.
it.
Even like the sun has the reflection.
Yeah,
on the-
it shimmers on the ground. That's cool. I wonder what
That's
this
really
one is. The one
pretty.
beside it, like it's like
It's like a
things throwing up from the wall.
Is it
Yeah, I'm
like
not
a,
sure
Or
what-
is it sound, like bass, like sound
oh,
coming out?
it's like
maybe.
what is it?
Vibrations or
Reverb.
Or is she
Hmm.
gaming? Are they gaming?
yeah.
I don't see a television though. I see a record
Hmm.
player and
Oh,
like
I
a
see.
boombox.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Then yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
music related.
Yeah. That's cool.
So it's live now. 15
Vote
finalists.
is next week, July 11.
Oh, it's a maximum of 250 bricks.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I like
minis.
that.
This is like
I do like the
minis.
library. You know,
I do like the library.
How do you get? I feel like sometimes, again, I feel like it's easy enough to try and build. It's just, yeah.
It'd be nice to get all those.
Starting it, yeah.
So this was available. I guess July 4th of was it 4th of July?
Yeah.
El Dorado.
El Dorado.
This
Oh,
one's not
nice.
really my thing. Yeah, it's a lot of people's thing, but I
That's
wasn't
so
really
nice.
into
Pirates
Lego
was
at
never
this
my
time.
yeah, Pirates was never my thing
Just cast
either.
it.
Like I got Barracuda Bay, and I like
Okay.
that one, but
Mhm.
then I don't know. It's a little simple-ish, like flat. But this is
But
how
it's
the
a good
original
set, like,
Mhm.
how the
again,
original set looks.
yeah,
It kind of gives me like Indiana Jones or
vibes.
like with like the I
I
don't
think
know.
of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Me too.
I'm
Me
just
too.
simple.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
San Diego.
Oh yeah, it's really telling us. Maybe we make this next year's thing.
Oh,
Corbel,
space.
space.
What are these?
Cute little.
Who are
What
these
is
guys?
that?
Why are they green?
That's so like.
They're aliens.
They're cute.
It's so not Lego. It's just other than the hands.
Is this
right?
like a
Yeah.
what is
This
this? Kerbal? Oh,
Kerbal
Kerbal
Space Program? Okay.
Oh, it's not like a game or anything. I don't know why they're green.
oh.
They're cute.
funny.
It's like that Black Mirror episode
Yes.
when they're
Oh yeah.
both out.
Yeah.
Did you see the recent season? There's like
My husband watches it, and sometimes I'll walk in and be like, "What is
What?
happening?"
I know. Same. I'm
What is
like,
going
whoa.
on here?
I've only showed Maria 2 of the episodes,
Yeah,
but I watched all
He kind of
6.
filters the episodes. He's like, "You're gonna enjoy this." I'm like, "Am I really gonna enjoy this?" Like,
I watched the one with the guy
Also
from Breaking Bad in it. Like,
oh
and
yeah.
yes,
that.
that was
Yeah.
the last one.
That's
that I
the
did,
space
too.
one that I was
Yes.
talking about.
Yeah,
That's
space
crazy,
interesting.
right? Like when
I
you
was
think
like,
about.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure if I'm into this. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not
First,
sure
you're
about
rooting
this.
for him because his family gets,
Yeah.
and then
Mhm.
afterwards you're
Oh.
not rooting for him because he's like,
Spoilers. Yeah. I
he's like a
know.
creepo.
Mhm.
So sold out,
In North America.
just in North
sold-
America.
sold
Yeah,
out, and they're going for like
Wow.
$100 or more right now.
yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Maybe we have to keep ours in bucks.
Because I don't think because they made Hocus Pocus available for this, but technically Hocus Pocus is Lego Ideas, and this
True.
was only supposed to be like
Oh,
Disney.
For Disney
That's
only,
what I
and
was
like they
wondering,
didn't
yeah.
even do it for Star Wars or Indiana Jones or anything else either. It was just the Disney
Really?
stuff. Yeah.
So maybe that was they underestimated how many they had.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they were just
For
planning
sure.
on having it for the Disney
Yes.
castle. And maybe
Yeah.
last minute they changed their mind. But I'm glad I got one for the Hocus Pocus.
Visual dictionary. Oh, I
Oh,
love
this is a new
these.
Iron Man, which I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks the same. I don't know. Probably this stuff is different here, but
The design.
I would have liked a
daughter.
different color.
My daughter
or
comes.
something.
We have glass doors right here.
Yeah.
She comes to the door like totally almost naked. And I was like, do not
Oh,
come
no.
in here. I was like, oh my God. Go put a shirt on.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
With
20.
his face.
But that's usually it. Usually looks
yeah,
like
yeah,
that. He has like
Yeah,
the screen
it
on his
looks like that.
face.
Oh, you weren't into this. Like,
no.
The frame,
I know people are into this.
the Technic.
It's
Yeah.
expensive for only 2,000
It's
pieces.
very-
but
Oh wow.
$700
that is.
US.
Holy moly.
So that's like
Yeah.
I don't know,
That's
$850 Canadian.
like- Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Wow.
huge.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
look at
right,
this guy.
That's right.
We don't
Yeah,
even know how
it's
tall he is.
Yeah.
Jumanji
Oh, that's
board
cool.
game.
I like how I'm always amazed when people like are able to do like lettering with Lego. Right?
Yeah,
You need,
I like
the
that.
precise.
I like that.
That's pretty nice.
Do you know who else did a Jumanji game? Was Spectacular Builds. He did one
Oh,
also.
That sounds familiar.
yes.
That name.
He did. He's like a 20-year-old kid. Like
Was he the
built
one
this-
that did the? He's not the one that did the horse.
No.
Okay,
That's
that's a different.
yeah. He's also like 19, but
Oh, I
Yeah.
mean,
he wasn't at this one, but he did the. He participates in my stuff a lot, but like he will build like almost exact replicas like of things. And he
Oh,
did a
wow.
board game. He did the little Barbasol can from Jurassic Park. He did the Monsters Inc. closet door, and
Oh,
it like
okay.
worked. It moved. It was so cool. And he's a fantastic builder. And he builds like in his dorm room with one thing of
what?
bricks. Like
Wow.
Oh my
that's all that
gosh.
he has. And then he
He's very
reuses them.
resourceful.
Yeah, and
Nice.
he's a really cool kid. I highly
Amazing.
recommend.
This is nice if you look closer to it.
This looks
too.
nice. This
With
is
a-
like
It looks
something
nice.
something
Yeah.
there's
Kate
like a
would make
spear.
in a small
Yeah.
version
Yeah.
because you have like the bushes here.
But even like the clasp on the side, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Is that like
Yeah.
a real clasp? I guess that's hold it in place.
Um,
Not Lego,
it looks Lego,
is it?
but it's just
Shiny.
chrome gold.
it's chrome colors. Yeah. That's very
Like
cool.
here,
Nice.
here's like another kind of. These look like the Technic. They're like I don't know what they're called, but Technic pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Usually they're like different colors, but I've never seen them in
Mhm.
gold before. So
He might have created
cool.
that, or the person might have created them in studio because you can choose
yeah,
the color you want. You don't have to choose, in hopes that they'll make them
Yeah.
in gold.
Yeah. yeah,
They
yeah.
do that sometimes. So.
Because they look like pins here,
Yeah,
but they're probably just like a different piece.
that's cool.
You need a shirt. Go put a shirt on.
So here's another airship. So we have Bowser's
Oh,
airship.
yes,
Now they're
yes.
coming out with two more. Larry and Morden's airship,
Larry and
which
Morgan.
I don't know. Like we have the Bowser one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't even know who these characters
And all these
are.
expansion sets, I'm wondering at what point I'll get exhausted, but it seems to
Yeah.
keep going. I know I have friends with little boys and they love all these
Mario.
Mario sets and just keep buying
This is
on them.
Will.
So it does appeal to the little boys for sure. Oh, hi.
Oh hi.
Nice to see you.
We hear you're into Lego. Can you hear us?
Say hi again. I muted you.
Oh,
by accident.
sorry.
That's
Oh.
okay.
Are you into Mario? Do you like the Mario sets?
Yeah, I actually collected the figures.
The little figure he collects.
Oh,
Oh,
cool. Yes.
the square guys.
Yes,
I,
yes.
I collected all the figures. I had a lot of doubles.
Nice.
A lot of
I
doubles.
wanted to collect the Yoshis. I wanted to
The
collect the different
Yoshis?
colored Yoshis, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't end up getting those.
No. Yeah.
Oh, have a good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
I think we're almost we're winding down.
Oh, a train.
Oh, look at that. Flying Scotsman.
That's beautiful. I'm not a big
Are you-
train person, but I like.
Yes.
I was just gonna,
Same.
yeah, I was just gonna ask you.
Yeah,
We
I
know a lot of
appreciate
people who are into
trains.
brains. Yes.
Very much
yes,
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, respect. For
Very
sure.
much respect. Like that takes some craftsmanship
Yeah.
and detailing and knowing your math
Absolutely.
and all the things.
Yes, knowing your math.
Your Lego math.
I love that.
They're beautiful.
Oh, Hamilton.
It's telling us to watch.
Oh, I don't know about this. Did you see this? Have you seen this?
I did.
What do you
and
think about this, Kate?
As much as I love art, it's
Um,
very Picasso.
It's not even Picasso.
No, I know.
It's just
feel-
random.
It's you creating your own art, right?
Yeah.
Or I see like one picture for options, but then isn't that the whole point of Lego? Like make anything happen.
Yeah.
but for this,
But it's
for
like
the
here,
price,
they should just give
it's
you
$50.
like just a bucket of. But are
That's
they
the
special
whole-
pieces though? They're special because they have like
Uh,
these Target. They have these Target looking pieces, right?
Well, they're not Target. They're just curves.
But is it
In
like
different
one? Is
sizes.
it one whole spheres, or can they be like individual?
They're individual.
Mm,
They're individual curves
I see.
in different colors. So it's a good parts pack, maybe.
I feel
May-
like it's
maybe-
it's a parts pack.
Kate will
First-
get this for her mosaics.
Yeah.
And you have a
See?
lot of parts now in different colors.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I don't necessarily feel it was necessary. Maybe.
Yeah.
Look at these other options. Which is the best one out of the?
Um.
I'm sort of digging this top one,
Yeah, I like the top or the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Maybe I'm gonna see MoMA carrying this. They're gonna have this.
yeah,
Well,
yeah, they
right?
would, they would,
Because they're just the word modern art there.
and people will buy it.
Yep.
It's not too
people-
expensive compared to the $150,
Yep.
the big ones. But
This is
Huh.
Hunter. You gonna say hi, Hunter?
Mm. Oh hi.
oh,
My friend.
Hi Hunter.
hi.
Oh yeah. I'm
Oh, have a good night.
okay.
It's like, Mom, you're still on.
I know, you gotta put me
Okay,
to
well-
bed.
well-
Okay, we'll wrap it up.
We're almost. And
Oh,
yeah, I
Hocus
think
The
these are-
Magic Castle.
these
yeah.
are just the sets that
done
came
this.
out on July.
She likes Hocus
Yeah,
Pocus.
we saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get Hocus Pocus?
What do you think? She loves that movie. She loves it.
Has she seen the new one?
Yeah. Yeah. They watched it like over and over and
Yes,
over.
it's so
Yeah,
fun.
we showed Hayden, our 9-year-old,
Yeah,
the new one,
yeah.
and he likes it.
It's so fun.
Yeah,
So
your age too. Okay.
So Kate, what are you up to this weekend? What are you guys up to this weekend?
What are we gonna do? We're gonna go to the pool.
ice
Mhm.
cream.
Oh, the pool.
Pool. We're gonna go camping next week.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Is it tent camping or like cabin camping?
Tent camping. Yeah.
Oh, very fun.
The real stuff.
Yes. I grew up camping. My dad loved camping too.
Yeah.
so-
But we as a family have never
Yeah, we
gone
have never-
camping. Our boys haven't been exposed to camping.
yes. Our kids are like, why don't we go? I'm like, well, it's my dad's thing. So
Yeah.
in any case, thank you so much for being part of our show tonight. I
Yeah.
can't wait to keep watching how your art evolves because I think you're only going to come up with even more great things from
Yeah.
here on. No pressure.
Do you have anything to plug before we wrap it up?
Oh man. Well, Let's Build Speed just started today. Or wait, is today Friday? Yes. So it started today.
I'm like that too
Um,
lately.
We have pretty much the whole month. You can build anything that goes fast. So cars, trains,
Oh, okay.
planes, boats. I know someone's building like the bus from the Speed movie. So you can kind of play on
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Or they can make Keanu Reeves. Is he
Right.
just Speed?
And then there's like, people are gonna do like Flash stuff. So like you can
Yes.
play on
Oh,
board.
right.
Right,
Speedy
like-
Gonzalez,
And is it for the month?
Roadrunner,
It's
stuff
for the
like
month,
that.
right?
It ends on the 27th, I believe.
Oh,
And then
okay.
it's always a brick and show on Sunday where you can jump on my Instagram, you can show what you build.
Okay.
And then that afternoon we're gonna do $500 in giveaways from Whatnot as
Oh,
well.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Today. And one of the giveaways is gonna be the brand new Chevy
Oh, cool.
set. So that will
Okay.
be cool.
Okay.
And let's see what else. just create, try something new. I always say that. Like
Right.
explore, try something new, try, a challenge, whether it's, the Let's Build series or the habitats or something.
Yes,
There's a million challenges out there.
Yes.
Just try something different. Like cars are not like my wheelhouse, like at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
So like I'm challenging myself that way, right? I'm trying to learn how to do traffic a little bit in cars and just it's good for you to build things outside of your wheelhouse because
for sure.
it makes you a better builder and it helps with your creativity. And then like for instance, August, right, is going to be monochrome where you can only use one color to build. So that's going to be a huge challenge for everyone, I think. But like choose your color wisely, right? Because some pieces only come in certain colors. And
don't choose like chrome gold for the whole thing.
Right.
That'd be so expensive.
And black's really hard to,
See, to
photograph
visualize,
and
for sure.
that kind of stuff. So just think about that. But mosaics is gonna be September. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And just try something new. Get it,
that's exciting.
Meet new people. Like I met you, in Chicago. And it's just you never know what will happen unless you actually like take those steps to something different or meet someone or talk to them or I don't know. So create what you love. That's
very cool.
What's your next convention? Is it in 2024?
I might go to BrickCon
when is that?
It's in like September, early September. Okay. I would only go. I don't think I would bring anything to show.
Yeah.
And then so BrickCan, actually either Bricks Cascade or BrickCan would be my next one. And
when's Cascade and Can? When are those?
They're like right back to each other. So Cascade they move back to March, so that'll be end of March, and then Can is in April, and then I want to do stuff in August of next year.
Yeah.
Are you doing? You're not doing Chicago that drive again, right?
No,
one-time thing.
Like that was really every 3 years type of thing.
Yeah.
We're lucky we got to meet you then.
Yes.
I want to do Virginia too, maybe the following summer, right? So I can place out the
one far one each year, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I've kind of tried to do. One far one each time. I love Brick Rodeo. I highly recommend Brick Rodeo.
That's going on right now, right?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Cool.
It's so great.
Cool.
So I highly recommend that.
Is that in Austin or is that just
next year? It'll be in Austin. Yeah. So this year it's Houston, and then next year it'll be Austin,
that's cool.
They flip flop. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, very nice.
All right.
Well, right before we say goodbye, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's come on the show. Scotty Rotten 68, Brick Jedi, Big Nate Bricks, Big Note Bricks, AZ Pinoy, Mama Lego, and Armand. Lego Team B Brick built Josh, Brick Jedi, and Rapture Raccoon, and Shy Time, of course. Annie Nicole, Mayo Hasco, Angry Dragon, Tree of Ore, Macro, Titanium, J. Todd Haminak, Jody, the Lego Lady Life, who, by the way, loves your voice. I did know that.
She was just on the stream before.
The Brick Kings podcast, Danny Fandoms, Whiskey, 488, Brick Lock, Easy Craftsman, Analog Brick, Todd Haminak, Allison Bell, Brick Hive, Hand Jam, Brick Note Bricks, Peter Fred, Mora Moore, Deb EO, Jenny
Kate,
Bricks.
This is the most people we've had. It's
Building
you're on. We've never had this many people.
R.
Live.
Blackston, Tavern Bricks, Paul F. Oaktown Bricks.
I didn't even know what to do with the people showing up.
And
like, what?
A couple of Brickheads, Sean. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. And it was so nice to chat with you tonight, Kate.
Yeah. We should do it again. This was fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. But until next time. Merry Christmas and bye.